Hi, good morning. Hi. We're we're doing things a little bit differently today. We're up, we're gonna go get a coffee, and then we're gonna come back and go into like my studio space and we'll do the show from there. But just figured because it's a slow start today, like let's just go together and then we'll talk like we usually do. So it's actually like a hybrid 24 on 24. I'm in my driveway. We're gonna leave from home. We're gonna go get a coffee and we're gonna do the show. But I mean, truth be told, hi, good morning, everybody. Where's the new studio space? It's my daughter's bedroom. Like but it's set up permanently now, just like Mike Urban said. Set up a space in a room so that when you walk in, you can just click a button and your camera is ready to go. And that's exactly what I have. And so um I'm feeling good morning. Hi. Hi. So this isn't like a shtick. Is that the way to say it? Like this isn't a shtick. I am just literally going to. This is me in like my purest, rarest form today. Okay, we're not doing face. We're not doing makeup. We're in a Hampton Beach sweatshirt that I got for $20 on the boardwalk. We're just gonna talk. I'm not feeling great. I'm super run down. Feeling super lupusy, and I have like little red rash stuff, but like that's life. You know what I mean? Like so. I don't feel like being extra today. I feel like having like meaningful conversations, which we're going to have, but I don't feel like being a little extra. Though that's also okay to do and to be that way. It's just today I don't want to do that. It's Christmas, it's the holidays. It's like we're not overextending for any reason. And I also know you guys don't care. You guys don't care. I think you may prefer that I look like a hot mess. Good morning. Hi. Hi, good morning. Coffee and chill day today. What's everybody doing? Brooklyn Rules is back. What's up, Brooklyn? Let's not what? Let's not overextend. Rest is needed. Well, I would be fine if it wasn't for the fact that I was up until like 2 a.m. looking at Epstein files. That's really my problem. Are you gonna let me go? Thanks, bestie. That's really the problem. Because I was down a hole. I don't know who it is because I don't have it in front of me, but bless the person who was just like, so in case you don't know, like let's see if the person, let's not even talk about it. We'll talk about it in a minute. We have to function with coffee. Society, we have a significant line. Fuck my life. Oh my God. All right, let's get the seat warmers on. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, this person abandoned the line. They were like, absolutely not. Okay, seat warmers, actual heat. Because my husband will not let me put the heat on in the vehicle as soon as it starts up. I have to get it going. I don't know. Is that a thing? Does that make a difference? Oh, getting ready for a work event. Good morning. Also, he adjusted the seats. Can't get it right. That doesn't feel right. That might feel right. It's also super sunny. I'm never abandoning the coffee line. Also, I have not clicked on it yet because I'm just not sure. But it looks as if a bestie sent me a gift card to society for an obscene amount of money. I haven't clicked the link yet because I wasn't sure. So I don't know who it's from, but I'm going to do it later. But somebody sent me $100 gift card to society. And I don't know if that's going to piss off anybody more than Nan. Nan is going to be very upset to learn that somebody is financing my $6,000, 6,000 calorie coffee drink every morning. I don't know who you are yet, so blanket statement of thank you. But at $6 or $7 a coffee, I got like, got 12 weeks worth of coffee paid for by a generous friend, and the haters gonna hate. Beyond nice. Besties are great. I think they're trying to save 6,000 cal. It's not 6,000 calories. Oh my God. I don't really know how many it is. I don't look at that stuff. Why am I going to lie to you? I don't look at calories. Do I look like or talk like a girl who has ever in her life looked at calories? The answer is no. Oh, shoot. I forgot to hit do not disturb. Hold on, because I don't want that to interfere with this. Give me a sec. Good morning. I'm just assessing the situation around me right now. There's a lot of cars, lots of cars. Good morning. See, like, okay. So you can't really see it very well, but in person, it's pretty significant. I have like, when I get like lupusy and I'm really run down, I don't know, there's like this certain feeling I get in my body. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like equate to how you feel if you get the flu, like you have a feeling. Like I get a feeling when I'm having like some lupus moments and I get a rash on my face and it's just starting. You can see it blotching here. I don't have that on a daily basis. Only when I'm feeling pretty run down. I just get this like, there's a name for it. I don't remember what they call it, but it never fails. It always happens. And so not like I am ignoring how I'm feeling. I'm pretty in tune to it, but it's almost like I start feeling a certain way and then sooner or later I'm going to end. Oh my God, a little tiny baby. Give me your baby. No. Oh my God. Look at the, oh my God. She's not like a little baby. She's probably, I'm going to put between like the 6 to 8, 9 month range. Oh my God. The best stage. Also, first of all, this is so far removed from what the original Jess Machado shows used to look like on a Saturday. I hope you guys are okay with it. So I'm cleaning and doing things for Christmas. And last night, Jack was at work. Georgia was at her boyfriend's house, and Jeff was like, I'll pick her up at 10 o'clock. So I was cleaning and organizing, and then I'm also gift wrapping as gifts come in. So my kitchen table is all set up or whatever. And I was just like on the go. I deliberately didn't have any caffeine because I wanted to be able to go to bed. That backfired because ultimately I did have some caffeine, but because all I had was Diet Coke in the house. And the Diet Coke I had to have, I needed, so whatever, I had some caffeine. But anyway, before that, Jeff left to go get Georgia. And I was like, I'll take a break. And I sat on the couch. And I laid down on the couch for a second, which is like, I don't know why, but laying down on the couch is weird to me. Isn't it? Like, just go lay in your bed. I have a problem with people sleeping on couches, especially, I don't know.
I have something exciting for you today.
I can have a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk.
Large iced white chocolate pistachio with whole milk. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, that's pretty nice.
Thank you. So I just like, I was sitting on the couch and I laid down. I put my head on a pillow. And when I woke up, I was like wheezing. And I was like, oh my God. Am I sick? Did I get sick while I was sleeping? And I was like, and I couldn't for a second. And I didn't realize that the pillow I laid my head on is the pillow that Quincy sleeps on every night when he sleeps next to Jeff. And I, like dog fur minimally is fine, but oh my God, I was like wheezing. And so I do this thing. I make a tea with a turmeric tea in a specific cup, the one that I have that says Baltimore on it. And I put a towel over my head and I breathe that in for 5 minutes straight. And it fixes it. It's crazy. It just fixes it. It goes away almost like instantly. So I'm wheezing or whatever. And, oh my God, all these puppuccinos here. I can't turn the camera around. That would be rude. But this guy has 2 labs, black lab, yellow lab. And so putting my head over this cup of tea, this turmeric tea, towel over my head, I put a timer on my phone, and for 5 minutes, and I'm not kidding, it just like opens up my lungs or whatever. And it felt so much better. Then after that, I had the Diet Coke. Then after that, I was digging on the Epstein files. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're going to go back to the house and do the show from laptop and computer setup and everything. But I needed a coffee, and so I figured, why don't we just go together, if that's okay. Good morning. We have mods in the chat. I very much appreciate the mods. We have a lot of things to talk about. I have a list and agenda already written, ready to go. We have a couple of unboxings. Obviously, there was a lot going on this week. We're going to clear some stuff up today. We're going to clear some stuff. I also realize, like, there's always going to be drama, but it's not even really drama. It's just plots. It's just subplots and things. We're gonna clear up some stuff today in regards to the Olivia situation, because I was talking about it yesterday on the 24 and 24. Only after the fact did I realize that, people told me that Olivia was actually in the chat. And then there was a couple things that weren't clear, and I do need to clear it up. I don't know if I was just miscalculating the timeline one day when I was yapping about it. It's possible I misspoke on Olivia saying, or me speaking to Olivia and then releasing it. That wasn't the case. I had Olivia's permission to release the audio, but it was through her proxy of that couple that she's friends with. And we have to talk about that too, because, somebody was commenting, obviously it looks like it's a troll account, about like my 1A protection because of being a journalist, which is 100% accurate. And I have released the documents and stories and information in articles I have written that are source protected and always have been. But there is a fine line, not even a fine line. To me, it's very clear. If you're using me to do some harm or to do something or have a plot, like your ability to say that I keep this anonymous goes out the window. I'm not going to be used and abused in that way. And I think that that's what was happening here. Because, and we're going to talk about it, but that needs to be said. And also we have to bring the receipts and the screenshots. That's necessary. So we'll bring that today and finalize this and one for all, because this is actually a legal situation. Nick Miller has been charged with crimes. And so I'll talk about it this one time, and then anything else after that, if you see, if you ask me a question about it, my stance will be subpoena me. That's it. Just subpoena me, have me come and talk about it under oath, and I will be happy to do that. But like the story, and I know a lot of you are new here, so you might not know, but like the story about the selectman in Somerset that met me and handed me a bunch of ballots, and his ultimate goal was to either frame or get the town clerk fired. You don't get source protection on that. It's a crime. You actually committed a crime. You stole ballots from a town office and then brought them to me to show me that they weren't secure. And the intent was to frame the town clerk. And so because of that, you don't get protection. I will tell people about that. And I reported it to the town administrator. And so, now, however, if you're the person that sent me information about, I'm trying to think of what story recently that some people might know. Somebody had given me documents about a administrator in Fall River Public Schools who, it's a crazy story, but it's all out. It's public now, but I released it beforehand with documents that weren't public, about an administrator that was sleeping with employees, had sex toys at the school, was sending employees in school department cars to go and buy weed and alcohol, had an affair on his wife with employees, got one of them supposedly pregnant, all of this crazy stuff. I got all of those documents beforehand. I released those, source protected. You don't, I'm not telling you where I got them. And then eventually a couple of weeks later, that case ended up becoming public and whatever. So like, those are things that get source protected. You don't get source protected if you're like, oh, we're going to do this. And we want to show, like, we've got to talk about the Olivia thing, because you got to talk about it. I think it's newsworthy. So we're going to talk about it. I'm not in trouble, but I can't imagine if this goes to court and there's some sort of like actual case and like, how would I not be a witness in this situation? And we're going to break it down because for what I know, and I don't know, it's just weird. So to me, in that whole subplot, you don't get anonymity. And also, I'm an independent journalist. I'm not mainstream media. I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Now, if that means that some people will be like, oh, I'm not going to go to you again because I'm afraid, don't come to me with weird shit. Don't come to me with illegal shit. Don't come to me if you broke the law to try to frame somebody. Don't come to me if you want to create some sort of weird narrative on the internet. If you had an audio and you knew that you were recorded and you were wiretapped, go to the police. Go to the police. Don't give it to an independent journalist and be like, here, let's give this to her and let her put it out and let's see what happens. No. Go to the police. Is it a crime? Go to the police. First of all, most of the stories that I write when I'm in my writing mode, which is ramping back up January 1st, like when I'm writing, most of my work that I do is through my own investigation and my own digging and my own FOIA requests and public records requests. And a lot of the work I've done is because of that. I don't really have sources for things. I get tips. You know what I mean? Somebody will send me a tip and be like, hey, there's this going on at a shelter. Like, I will never give up those sources. People say never. That is completely different. The world of what's going on Twitter in the free Karen Reed, like orbit is crazy as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, and also I have a little bit of shame and embarrassment at how stupid I was. And getting involved in that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the two fundraisers last night, as if you and I are sitting at this coffee place and shooting the shit about it. Let's just talk about it. We'll do that. I'm trying to visualize what I wrote down. Essentially, Jeffrey Epstein was named in the Bill Clinton files last night because it's all about Bill, which is wild. Hi. Thanks. Thank you. No straw.
I'll just ask you a couple questions. Don't be sad at the bottom. Thank you. Here you go.
Thanks. Same to you. All right. Let's go home. I can't think about what's on the agenda, but I wrote a nice agenda for this morning. Free Karen Reed thing. Karen was there. Better. All right. Oh my God. This intersection is so chaotic on a Saturday. I always feel like somebody's going to make a terrible mistake. And it's a holiday, so I stress out about that. Lots of mail trucks today scooting around. Why don't they make better mail trucks? Why can't they be cooler? Like, they're all just like rickety rackety, ready to fall apart. Like, why aren't we making like an awesome fleet of mail trucks that don't sound like a lawnmower starting up? Like, they're just... So I've noticed, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but in my neighborhood, I've noticed these brand new Amazon trucks. They are so quiet. They have like round headlights. It's maybe it's electric or whatever, and they just silently like buzz around, like so quiet that even Lincoln, oh my God, I just said Lincoln, which is my other dog that died. I had a doggo named Lincoln. Quincy and Reagan don't even hear it. Why can't we give the male people those smaller? It's cute and it's fine, but I also feel like they deserve something a little bit nicer. No? Why are these mail trucks just so rickety rackety? Whoops. Whoa. Oh, we have an open house in the hood today. You're welcome. So if you want to come and live in Pottersville, which is the section of Somerset that I live in, Pottersville, in an overpriced Cape that 10 years ago was probably going for $199, you can come and see this one that's going for $450,000. This is where all this traffic is coming from. Come on, everybody is coming to go and look at this house. You can't afford it. That's where they're going. All right, we're home. But my neighbor has a house and it's got Trump in a Santa hat. It's great. All right, we're here. We are here. I'm going to shut this off so you can't see me. You can hear me. It's wallet, phone, keys. Oh, I can't wait to get in front of the computer. Let's go handle business. Guess who's in the sunroom? Jeffrey. Good morning. Can you say hi to the besties? It's not, the camera is not on, but can you just say hi?
And people will enjoy this song.
Also, do you have to say thank you for something that came?
Listen.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna get in trouble. Hold up, pause it. Okay, just because of copyright stuff. Did a bestie give you a shirt you'd like to say thank you for?
Yes, thank you for my t-shirt. I work hard for the bunny.
Do you want me to let the dogs in here or what? Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in with daddy or no?
The other one.
I don't think he wants to. I don't know where Quincy is. All right, let's go. Oh, here's Quincy. Hi, daddy's looking for you. And also, you look like you were up to trouble. So I don't know what you were doing. Let me drop these keys off here. What were you eating? You sound like you were doing something wrong. Also, let's take this muffin. Oh, wait, we need the unboxings. Hold on, we're struggling. Jeff will have to bring those up. This is going to be a disaster. Also, Georgia is supposed to be going out with her boyfriend for breakfast today. Hold on, I'll explain it. Georgia, did your sister leave, Jack? Okay. All right, we're here. Stand by. Oh, this is fun. This is great. All right, give me a second for the Okay, how's that? Ooh. Let's go to that. Let's show that. Jess Machado, the victim who gets fired from every job she's ever had, can't keep a friend. Erin was smart to get away from this slob. Has to keep talking about TB to stay relevant. What a slob. Can you imagine waking up on a Saturday morning to do that? Hi. Okay, sound is good. All right, we have this. All right, are we good with you? Are you done? Awesome. Love that for you. All right, good morning. Okay. I'm not going to be prompted or provoked to talk about Erin. Out of respect for her, I am not doing it. So stop doing that. And I also told you can't do it. We're not doing it. So don't do that. I have no problem with Erin. Okay. I feel like much better. Hi, how's it going? All right, good morning. Let me read a couple comments because I can't all right, that's much better. Okay, good morning. Hi. Somebody say Block Island? That's funny. Let me just read a couple of things really quickly and then let's go over this. It's Epstein files, the Olivia Flip audio, fundraisers. Oh, Horizon Social Chart, but just one thing about it. Thank you. Good morning. All right, so I'll take questions because I got people that let's do scan while we're here. I had people that messaged me that were like, I love that you took questions the other night. You should do that again. And so we'll do that again. I haven't had a chance to read the sidebars. I hate because you're gonna get people are gonna ask. It's this thing. I love it. I'm obsessed. I don't go on the internet on weekends. Like Friday, I'm done. Like it's Friday. I want to read the comments, so let me pull this up. I feel a little disconjointed because I went to get coffee. I don't know if I should have done that. Should I have done that? Did somebody say Karen Reed is going on Brian LTL tonight? Stop it. Stop it. So wait, what? Oh wait, I gotta lower this. Hold on. All right, I can see comments now. So let me scroll up and see and just chit chat. Let's see. MLF. I'm gonna write that down. That MLF lady. This is taking a turn for the worst with this lady. Yes, somebody sent Jeff. So a package came. It said Jeff's on it. He took it and opened it, and it was a T-shirt, and it says, "I work hard for the bunny." And I explained to him that he doesn't understand that unboxings are meant to be done like in front of the camera to show people, and he didn't give a fuck. And he immediately took off the shirt he had on, tried that one on, and then laughed and walked away. And so whoever sends Jeff gifts, just the expectation should be that you're never going to see him open it because he doesn't want to do it in front of camera, but he just took it and walked away. I'll see if he can bring it up. Let's see. Is there a sortie relationship between Karen and Nick Rocco? We're going to talk about all that. Not even noontime sending hate in the comments. Why be here if you hate? Just can you imagine? It's Saturday. It's the Saturday before Christmas. I'm going to tell you something. First of all, I don't hate anybody, but let me just think about it. Like if Nan Gallagher had like a live stream right now on a Saturday and I wasn't doing this, the Saturday before Christmas, the absolute last thing I would do is be on there. I could literally think of 1,000 different things that I would want to do or rather do. But more importantly, like what kind of self-hate do you have where you feel like that's how you want to spend your time? Like that is crazy to me. I can understand if people want to watch out of curiosity or whatever, but like hate, that's crazy. That's just wild. Is this camera kind of fuzzy? It looks different on a phone than it does to me. So there's that. All right, so let's see what else. Love the mods. Me too. Instead of trolls, good morning. All right, let's see. Look at all of the emojis. I fucking die. Love Jess, love Karen. TB sucks. Karen and Rocco, we'll get to that. My take, Jess. Her authenticity and uniqueness are her emblem. She needs to wear it proudly and is the real deal. I don't know who you're. Oh, that's your tech on me. Your take on me, Mary, Mermaid Mary. Good morning. Melanie Little says Block Island. My sweatshirt looks cozy. I have comfort sweatshirts. I don't know, but the cheap ones from like wherever you go on vacation, like those are always like the most comfortable. I'm just reading your comments to catch up and then we'll get into it. Can you show the product that you're using again? We have a friend in here. She's in the chat, Bay Harbor Beauty, and she sent me all of this stuff because I don't take care of my skin. I tried almost every product. This one is it's like a water gel and I use it every day. Probably a couple times a day. Let me read some more comments and then we will get into business. Who is MLF is the best comment I've seen all day. Merry Christmas to everybody, especially the bunnies. Let's see. If Trump was in the files, it would have come out a long time ago. You waved at Barry at the crosswalk yesterday. All right, let me just catch up. Oh my gosh, there's too many to catch up. All right, we'll get to them. You can ask your questions again if you need to. Cyber Chick Boston is one of my mods. She's here. All the mods are here. I don't know if Lauren's here. MLF blocked me and I don't even know her. All right. All right. Hi. So, okay. So last night we had the Karen Reed fundraiser and then we had the Turtle Boy fundraiser. A lot of people gave some pushback and were saying the whole thing about Aiden doing his show at the same time as Karen's was petty, blah, 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 blah. I have absolutely no idea. I wasn't part of Aiden's fundraiser. But it seems to me like it was staggered. So Karen started at 7 and then Aiden started at 8:30, I think. So for Karen's, you had pretty much all of the people that I think you would expect to be there. You had, let's see, so Calling All Beings hosted it. I don't know who they are. I'm not being mean. I just don't know. So Calling All Beings hosted it. They had Mike Crawford was streaming it. LTL was streaming it, I think. So they had their own thing going. I don't understand that whole thing. How does that work? Like that was a little, whatever. I don't have the answer to that. Let's see. Let's pull up the fundraiser and take a peek at what was going on. So at one point you had a panel and it had the guy from Calling All Beings, Boston B, LTL, you had Scott McGinnis, Mike Crawford, you had Dixie Normus, you had the Sweeneys, you had Nick Rocco, and then you had Karen Reed. Karen Reed came on and was instantly crying. She instantly started crying. And I think she said it was because she saw Dennis and she got emotional or whatnot. I actually think that seemed legit. She seemed genuinely emotional. I'm not sure what exactly prompted her to get upset, but that seemed emotional and legitimate. I don't know how everybody else feels about that. What's our, yeah, you thought so too. Yeah, I mean it seemed emotional. Nobody is really gonna to know whatever, like what her thoughts on that were. Um I don't know what I was thinking, but I was very surprised. Like the panel was, everybody was on the screen. I haven't done fundraisers or things before. I remember there was one for Aiden and I was supposed to jump on and I forgot who was hosting it. Was it Will? And I said, I never made it on, but like there's a lot of people on the screen. You had like all of these boxes filled or whatever. Dennis was someone who was at every single solitary court date, every standout. Dennis Sweeney, he was at all of them. And so yeah, so that this was the panel. And then you had Nick Rocco, which was, it was very distracting because Nick Rocco looked to be somewhere, don't know where he was, but there was an echo and it was super difficult and it was different than everything else. Also, Karen was the only one that seemed that was on a phone. So her picture was just skinny and everybody else's was the full screen of their part of the full screen. So it was just a tiny piece. Didn't matter which way you looked on your laptop or your phone, you couldn't really see her very well. But there were a couple of digs. I didn't watch it. I popped in. Listen, do you want me to lie? I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I popped in to see how many people were on a live stream. Now, I know how many people are on a live stream when I do a live stream. I don't know exactly right now. Let's go look. Let's go see how many people are watching this right now. Meow 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 meow. You guys can probably see it better than me. How many people are watching on YouTube right now? Because my thing up here is different. My thing has all the platforms. So I don't know how many, like, I can't see. I won't let me pull it up. Hold on, let me get it. Okay, so we have 1.3 on YouTube. Thank you. So on my side over here, we see 3,674. So that's from X and from 1,300. So listen, not because of me. I wasn't looking at that, had nothing to do with me. I was just using it as an example. But I wanted to look at that. And I wanted to look at Aiden's stream and see who had more followers tuning in and watching on a Friday night. Okay. That's not petty. That's just how I am. We're not going to lie about that. Don't lie. Nobody lie. Nobody, nobody lie that you were just like, let's see how many people show up to this. Is it going to be a banger? How do you know? Again, if you have a primary in an election, you get to see how many people might vote for you. What is your email? I want to send you a clip that we have been watching on repeat. Let me type it in the chat. Look at me. Go, Jess. I think that's it. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's a 0. Jesse Cab 0315. Okay, so yeah, you like as time goes on, more and more and more, I am feeling like what we're doing here is like being connected to like Aiden and like the people in that we talk about is fine, but isn't it better that we, like you and me, we just do this, we gossip like this? Can we be like Wendy Williams? Remember the Wendy Williams show? Like she just went and she just talked and she did all the gossip and stuff, but she wasn't really connected to everybody, but she knew all of the tea. Like, isn't it better to be isolated from all of it and just come here and talk with my friends, my 3,600, 3,800 friends right now and just talk about it and stay out of all of it and just talk about it as if we're friends, because that's like what I would prefer to do. Okay. So I wanted to see the numbers. And so because I did, I screenshotted it. So when Karen's fundraiser started, let's pull it up. Let's go to my screenshots. Did somebody say I thought you wanted to save your state? We're doing another show. We're doing politics show. Don't worry. And there's actually going to be a little bit of a change on that because I think we're going to be doing a political show every single solitary day, Monday through Friday. So as crazy as it is, I think we're going to be doing a 24 on 24 in the mornings, which we're going to try to slim down and keep it to an hour. Then I think we're going to do a 12 to 2 o'clock political show every day, Monday through Friday. We're going to do on Wednesdays, Bunny After Dark, and then on Saturdays, Jess Machado Show. The Jess Machado Show may end up being the sacrificial lamb, and we may have to get rid of it. We'll see. I just think once a week for the political show isn't going to be enough. All right, so here's my screenshots. So when Karen started, we had 326 people watching. We need a Sunday show. Sundays can't, family day. It just kind of hovered around 300 or so. And then it built up. It built up over time. And then when Aiden started right out of the chute, there was over 1,000 people in there, I think. And then ultimately, I gotta love, is it Maza that posted it? Let me take a peek. If you're not following Maza. So I want to talk about too, because looked like Nick Rocco took it. I didn't watch it, but Nick Rocco took a hit at Aiden right in the beginning. So let's go over the numbers. Let's go over the numbers. So Maza Media posted a massive night of donations were made for both Karen and Turtle Boy. Tonight, supporters of both parties once again prove we can raise high levels of funds in a short amount of time in the battle against the Commonwealth and in civil suits. Based on my calculations, Karen's Give, Send, Go received $16,639 in donations from 7 to 10 p.m. Per the Young Jerks, the total was close to or over $20,000. I'm not sure why. He's saying he estimates factors in the Venmo and Super Chat donations that also were received. Let's just go off of the Give, Send, Goes. Carney's Give, Send, Go received $25,000 in donations from 8:30 to 12. So, okay. So they're basically saying from 7 to 10, which was 3 hours, Karen received $16,000. And they're saying that Aiden's was 3.5 hours long from 8:30 to 12. And it received $25,000. So Aiden outpaced Karen in donations last night by $9,000. Both fundraisers together combined for no less than $41,000. When factoring in the Venmo and Super Chats for Karen, the amount surpasses $45,000. And I gotta love Maza because he made even a little thing where it shows what Karen's Give, Send, Go was at 7 p.m., which was 10,864. And then her Give, Send, Go at 10:02 p.m. when it ended. He even did 10:02, not even estimated. 27,503 for, a total of 16,639. Aiden started at 289,000 on his Give, Send, Go at 8:30. And then his total at the end at 12:09 a.m. was 314,424. He raised $25,000. So if I'm Aiden Carney, I am going. My legal defense fund raised more than Karen Reed's defense fund. We have been talking about for a long time that there has seemed to be a shift in support for Karen. A lot of people felt that Karen wasn't present. Karen didn't, if she needed things from the supporters, she needed money, that she should have been a little bit more available to them. Certainly you can't be more available than Aiden. Aiden will make himself available 24/7. You see him all the time. You hear him all the time. He overshares. Karen is very different. And so take away personality or all of those things. It seems to me like someone who is a little bit more available, who likes to connect with followers, who likes to connect with supporters, that fared well for Aiden as opposed to Karen. I'm sure she's very grateful for the 16,000. But I mean, I hope that the McCabe's don't do an online fundraiser like this, because I would hate to see them outpace everybody else. It's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? So overall, so I didn't watch. So I didn't watch Karen's for more than maybe 15. I waited till Karen came on and I listened to Karen for a few minutes and then I ended it. And then I jumped on Aiden's at the beginning. I saw Dina was the first person on. And I actually haven't looked to see everybody who was on Aiden's. Is there a MAGA lady that was on there? I heard. Let me just pull his up and take a peek and scroll through and see what the panel looked like. You guys all watch? I will say, let me look and pull it up. So we have Tommy CPU, Dina, Amy MAGA Barbie, the Glare. Was that it? Oh, Emily C. Broken Baker went on. Can I just say something by that, by the way? So the other day in the morning, we're doing 24 and 24 from the house, and everybody was like, Broken Baker's upset. He's going to be doing his last stream or whatever. And I was like, okay. I have never watched him, but I do know a couple of the bunnies really like him. Like there's some sort of like sexual tension going on with him and some of these people. I've never watched him. I didn't even know he was not from this country at first. And so anyway, everybody was like, oh, maybe we could hop over. And so I was like, okay, literally hop over. Like, let's all go hop over to Broken Baker. And first of all, I absolutely love to see it because like everybody was listening to 24 and 24. And then we all just ended and we went over to his stream and then all the bunnies in the chat. And now like, this is a thing. It's a bunny invasion when the bunnies just jump in and go to a chat and like show love and like show support. We did it with Rat House. We did it with Broken Baker. I just love that. Like, I love that you guys are even willing to take a few extra minutes after listening to me shit talk and go over to where people are doing, you know, their thing and hang out in the comment section for a little bit. And like, I don't know about the YouTube side of that, but like, does that like, obviously they get the views. You got to watch. Do you have to watch for so much time for it to even make a difference on like the analytics? I don't really know how that works. But like, I just think it's really very generous of everybody to go and do that. And I love that the bunnies do it and the buns go in and drop the bunny emojis in the chat. Also, he's kind of funny. He's kind of funny, right? Everybody loves him. And then like his emoji is a baguette. So now we have like rats, turtles, baguettes, and bunnies. I think it's kind of cute. He rags on Krusty a lot. Does he really? I don't know enough about him. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, Erica Walsh joined Aiden's last night. So I have never held a fundraiser for anybody. Also, I've never participated in fundraisers, but I just want to say that. So I didn't know what to expect. Like, I don't know what do you do? Like, what are you supposed to be doing on these fundraisers? Like, are you just chatting? Are you talking? Like, what is the meat and potatoes of everything that happened? If I did a fundraiser, we would be doing skits the whole time. Skits. We're not just talking. Like, I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to make you laugh and also make you cry. And is this all working? These lights are kind of like, it's the whiteboard, right? I can't help it. I'm sorry. Also, we're just. Is Jimmy okay? I did talk to Jimmy yesterday. We're not supposed to talk about our private conversations anymore with people or whatever, but I know that Jimmy was doing family stuff and he was pretty fatigued. And he said he was going to go on, but if he wasn't on last night, I wouldn't be surprised because he sounded really tired. So I have no idea, but I don't think it's anything suspicious. Only just because I talked to him because he was doing family things. Because fun thing that happens when you shut off your phone on X or YouTube and you just shut it off, it doesn't come back. It's just gone until you pick up your phone or you turn this on again. And then if you have an enriched life around this, then that is what is in front of you and takes over. And so then you have this when you turn it on. And then when you shut it off, you don't have it. And so you have a life. So you all have lives. So I think he's fine. He called, I talked to him maybe 2 hours before it started. Just doing some shit talking. I got the best besties. They send me all of the stuff. Oh wait. Oh wait. Somebody sent me a clip of something. I gotta open it. I gotta open it. Guess what we're gonna be getting? We're gonna be updating this laptop and we're gonna get like a really fancy one. I'm very nostalgic for this one. This is the this is the red laptop I used during court for Karen Reed 2.0. Ironically, hold on. What on earth? Oh, jeez. Your girl was looking for some screenshots that I had. Oh my God. I need to fix the rug situation. This 30-pound, this is the only exercise I would ever get. This is the laptop I used during Karen Reed 1. It is so heavy. This ancient old, it's stupid. This is the laptop I used during Karen Reed 1. This is the laptop that I used during Karen Reed 2. Many of you will know it has a red back. This was a gift from my family for either my birthday or Mother's Day. And this was a dinosaur. This one was obviously unbelievable compared to this. But with most things, as things evolve and change, an upgrade is necessary. So we're going to be upgrading to a new one. I was going to do it before, but it was fine. But now that I'm doing things by myself, there's a need for me to have a little bit more. Like when I start doing things on this laptop while StreamYard is opening, this thing starts like a fan starts going. It's basically telling me I'm working really hard right now. I need something with a little bit more brain power or whatever. I'm going to have Jack handle it. But my goal is so that we can then have more sharing of screens and things, because look at me getting something from someone. Let's open it. It's a video. What is this?
I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bitch. I don't know.
I think I can add that to that's a wonderful gift. Thank you, Bestie. You can have multiple screens going. Yes. So I'll use this one for a side screen. Everything is going to be great. It's going to be great. Thank you for sending that, Bestie. So anyway, I'm very excited about. Hold on. Okay. All right. So anyway, so I don't know. So if I was doing a fundraiser for anybody or anything, there would have to be some sort of entertaining stuff going on. I'm not sure, like it's fine. But first of all, it was Friday night and it's the week before Christmas. I had too many other things to do. And I'm very interested in those conversations. I'm very interested in what Nick Rocco and Karen had to say. So I really wanted to listen, but I don't know. I can't. You're excited for the political shows? I am too. I've been slowly easing you guys into it. If you haven't noticed, I've been talking a little. Oh my God, TT's here in the chat. TT. TT, do you want to join? Let's do a quick. It was National Twins Day this week, and because I'm not on Facebook, I didn't know. Poor TT put up a whole post about us and being twins, and I did not. And then by the time I noticed, it was after midnight, and so I just retweeted TT's post. Hold on, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her a link. Look at everybody saying hi to TT. For those of you who are new here, I have a twin sister. Her name is TT. She doesn't want me to use her government name, which I do anyway. But she, let me get her a link. TT and I are fraternal twins. We don't look alike. We don't act alike. And TT lives in New Bedford. And she is hysterical. One of the times TT came on here, she showed us her Jackie Kennedy doll. TT, I sent you a text and you have a link. Just open it and you can join. Bitch wakes up with a face on every single day. You've never seen TT without a face on. She goes to bed with a face, wakes up with a face, fixes the face during the day. TT. Somebody just said we should have a thing where it says TT talks. You know, she's fixing her face and she's going to come in and she's going to be like, okay, here I am. All right. So, okay. So in regards to the fundraisers, I haven't watched, haven't seen, saw a quick little dig about, Aiden from Nick Rocco. It's just weird. I think it's weird. It's weird. Somebody sent a message and said, well, all right, so I'll admit something. Somebody sent me a clip or a link to Mike Crawford's Young Jerks live stream, and Nan was a guest. And the whatever day it was, but the whole conversation was really rooted around like this stuff, like the drama, whatever going on. And I listened with an open mind. And Mike is like, I've got so many wonderful things going on with my life. And he said a couple things that really kind of were weird. He was just like, you don't need a lot of viewers. You just need good quality viewers, if you know what I mean. And I knew exactly what he meant. He was basically like, if you've got people that are throwing money at you, you don't need to get paid through YouTube and views or whatever. And I was like, okay. But Nan talking about like, she said some things and I was fucking wrapping gifts when I was listening to this, and it was just about like taking the high road and like blah blah blah. But like on the exact same day that this was done, she was like off to the side on Twitter, like saying mean things, and so it was just kind of like weird. You know what I mean? Let's hold that thought because we got TT. Hold on, let's get TT on stage. TT,
Hi.
where are you?
In my bedroom, I had a little too many cocktails last night at my Christmas party.
What do you mean? A work
I was,
Christmas party? You drank at a work Christmas party?
yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
I also did a shot. I haven't done a shot like in like probably 3 years.
Hold on. How many people were there?
Not many. Probably 40.
I know where it was.
I know.
Oh, okay. We can't talk. I can't talk about that. Can't disclose all of that stuff. Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
I
it was
mean,
at Scotty's Pub, right? Upstairs or downstairs? How's that work?
upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs, they renovated it. So this is last night's lipstick. So when you were saying like, oh, TT has a face on, it's TT's face from last night because
How do you have the same lipstick on? How
it's
does it
like
stay on?
it won't go anywhere.
Okay.
It won't go, dude. It won't go anywhere. It was crazy. It's like this Maybelline like matte that is literally been like I woke up like it was like still on my face. I didn't have eyebrows, but I had my lips on.
Wait, you don't have eyebrows?
I have. What are you talking about? Dude, you know damn well what the whole thing about so like I had the bridge to Portugal. I had the worst eyebrows as a kid. They were so like horrible. And then like it was the 90s. You friggin' overplucked your eyebrows to nothing. And now they don't grow back. And when they grow back, they're gray. So I obviously pencil in my eyebrows.
No, but your hat was down over your eyebrows. And so when you said, I was assuming you had none there right now. Like I know you draw them in.
They're okay. Like we kind of fixed those just in case. Gee. So I'm in my bed.
So you got trashed?
No, but you know what it is because ever since I've been on Ozempic, I can't drink anymore. So I barely drink. And last night I had like 4 or 5 high surf ciders, and that's like
Wait, what's a surf cider?
so those are like the non-carbonated like iced teas. So like
Non-carbonated iced tea, alcoholic?
yeah, with vodka, and they had like peach, they have pink lemonade ones, they have like a bunch of them. So I had the peach ones last night and I had like 5 of them. And I don't drink like that
Over how
anymore.
long? How long were you there?
So we got there early because I didn't go all the way back home. So we sat at the bar. We had 2 at the bar, and I had about 3 or 4 upstairs. And then I did a white tea shot, which was actually really good.
What's white tea?
So do you know how they have the green tea shots with like the schnapps and
Yeah.
like whiskey? They do it with vodka, and it's white, and it's actually really good. And I
I
don't
get
like
it. How
vodka.
many drinks and how long of a time I how long were you there?
I got there probably about 5:15, 5:30, and I left like about 10,
Oh, that's not bad. So like a drink an hour.
but I didn't eat until like 7:30.
How was the food?
Actually, the food was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food was good. Of course, me on the Zempic, Zempic. Like, I only ate a small plate, but so I'm like I'm at the biggest dose now, and I'm supposed to be losing like the most weight of my life, but it takes at least 2 rounds of your pen to like lose weight. And I haven't checked my blood sugar in a while, and I'm like afraid like I'm just this holiday season is just killing me. Feel like I'm going to end up with an insulin pump if I don't slow my roll.
Jesus Christ. If I send you a picture right now, would you be able to see it or no? Because you're on your phone.
If you send it through Facebook, it'll pop up.
On Facebook Messenger? I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you a picture of a person. Can you tell me if you think this person did their weight loss naturally or on Ozempic? Can you
Okay, I
hold
can tell
on?
by their face.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna get it for you. Hold
I'm
on.
cozy right now. It's cozy.
Talk to everybody while I get it.
What did they want me to say? I can't see the comments, unfortunately.
Oh, everybody was saying hi to you. They want the details on the lipstick.
The lipstick is a Maybelline. I'll like link it on your Facebook so all your besties can see it. I do a lot of product reviews on my Facebook. I'm like crazy like that because like I have no biological children, so I spend all my money on me. So and I buy products for people to like so I can review them so they don't have to waste their money. What are you getting me?
Oh, for Christmas?
No, what are you getting me? Who's the person?
Her name is Nan.
Oh, see, like I joined your show and I don't know half these people who you're talking about. Like I don't know who Nina is. I tried to watch your whole Horizon social chat thing the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't even know who half those people are.
No, because
Like,
that Horizon social chart is for the people that are like in this arena. Like
well,
all
I'm
of the
not in your
content.
arena.
No, okay, I could do one in real life, Jamie. Okay, you'd be at the top of that
Oh,
one, and like,
what are you doing using my government name, guy?
and Greg would be at the bottom of the Horizon social
I
chart.
know. Hey, by the way, yeah, you like it was National Twin Day. That was really messed up.
Hold on, take a look at that picture.
All right, momento por favore.
Go ahead.
Looks like bariatric surgery to me.
Oh, okay. But
I
do you
just
think
can't.
that's
I can't. I don't know
natural?
who that person is, and she's got great arms though. She really went to the gym.
Yeah.
She doesn't have bat wing.
That lady, I liked her. She was nice to me and she gave me
Yeah.
money when I started my studio. And there's a person that she is friendly with that I do not like.
Hmm.
And for the longest time, she didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, she came at me. And so now it's like,
She has a very friendly. She has a friendly face.
mm-hmm.
She's a attractive older woman.
How old? How old do you think that woman is?
She's older than me.
Like, what do you think?
I say she's pushing 56, 57, like to
Thank
be
you.
conservative. She looks like Sue Bell from Palm Beach.
Thank you very much. I
Shout
appreciate
out
your
to Sue
honesty.
Bell in Palm Beach. I love that bitch. I love her so much.
That lady is our age.
No, she's not.
Yes.
You're fucking lying, guy.
Hey,
No
I'm not fucking
way.
lying to you. She's our age. She's 3 months older than us. The
Well,
chat is going crazy saying thank you.
she looks like she loved a tanning booth.
I don't know what's going on there, but I absolutely appreciate what you just said. Thank you.
No, she like she literally, I'm not saying she looks like Sue Bell from Palm Beach. Well, actually, if she had her hair a little higher, she could be Sue Bell from Palm Beach.
She's our age.
No. Oh my God, that's what fucking Marlboro Lights and a fucking tannin bed do to you. Jesus.
Oh, wait. Somebody wants me to send you the picture of her before her weight loss.
Oh, okay, yeah, do that. Listen, I don't like to make
Somebody's
fun of
going to
people.
text it to me. I don't know it. Somebody
I
send me a
don't like to
picture.
make fun of people. It's just not nice. But then
No,
again,
Jamie, she came at me. I didn't say one mean word about her. It's
all
gloves
right.
off.
Well, that's what happens. If you're mean to us, then I'm mean back. But I would never make fun of people. Like, I don't like that.
There
That's
isn't
not
one word on the internet or anything I ever said. Somebody text me a better picture of her from before.
Oh,
Never.
so she
But
was
once
was she bigger
she's
than
bigger than
me?
me. She was bigger than me.
Really? And
Yeah.
does she make fun of people about their weight though? I don't like
She
that.
makes fun of me, Jamie, every day.
She makes fun
She
of your
makes
weight?
Yes.
Dude, so fat people are now fucking shaming people after they lose weight. Baby girl, you are one fucking little Debbie away of putting it all back on.
She says
One
that I
little
should
Debbie.
stop eating 6,000 calorie coffees in the morning and my bagel in the morning. And maybe if I didn't eat my bagel in the morning, I wouldn't be so fat.
You know what?
Yes.
That is so disgusting because you know something? First of all, like I just said, everybody is one little Debbie Christmas tree away from weighing like a good 250. Number one. Number two, like I can't stand people who were normally like on the larger scale and then they lose all this weight either through bariatric surgery or Ozempic or Zepbounds, and then they fat shame people because they're not on the injection train. I
So
cannot
I
stand that.
sent you a new picture.
All
When
right.
you go to, wait, when you go to that, look at that. We can't hear you, just so you know. So go look at it and then come back.
Okay. Hi.
Do you see it?
She looks like she has a permanent boss stool at her local fucking VFW.
So yeah, that's the issue is I'm talking
She
about is
makes
because
fun of you.
yes, every day. Every day.
That is so. What is wrong with people? You never have you ever met this person in real life?
She lives in New Jersey and she's a lawyer.
She's in New Jersey
And she's a lawyer.
and she's a lawyer. Well,
Yeah.
lawyers, I mean,
No, I know. What I'm saying is just like, first of all, again,
that's
like
not impressive. Anybody can get a law degree nowadays. I'm not
I'm
impressed.
practically a lawyer myself. Ask Phil Flanagan. I love that you work in the courthouse where I made my legend status of like defending myself in that case, and everybody came out of
Trust
the nooks and
me,
crannies to watch it all.
I heard
What?
about it.
Who
Soon
was
as
the
I
judge I
went to
had
go
that
work
day?
there.
Who was the judge I had that day?
I'm not saying.
Oh, anyway, I'm actually, it's going to come up. I'm going to end up, I have the audio from that court hearing. For those of you who
Mhm.
don't know, this like long time, like crazy political adversary in town, we had a crossover for the ages. She was obsessed with the Karen Reed trial. She was pro Karen Reed. And she went to the jury deliberations one day and during this past trial, and I saw her there while I was out in the crowd. If you guys were there when I was there, you knew like I was out there, I was videotaping people, I was being taken care of by the besties, bringing me lunch and Red Bulls and stuff. And I had my camera out and I recorded people. And then her and her boyfriend, she went to get a restraining order against me and filled out an affidavit with not only saying that I approached her and harassed her, but like then put all of these other things. And I had 2 weeks to prepare for the court hearing. And I came in with a binder and I put on a defense for the ages where all of the clerks and everybody from the courthouse were finding reasons to come into the courtroom and watch and listen. I have that audio and we're going to play it one day, maybe for Bunny After Dark this Wednesday, but it was really, really good. So I'm practically an attorney. I'm a Massachusetts attorney if there ever was one.
You play one on TV.
I play one on TV, but I
You
won.
play-
I defended myself.
Yeah, you did. What's that coffee you drinking right now from Society?
It's the one that Nan makes fun of. This is from Society. It's a
Oh, how
white
many
chocolate.
calories in that? Like 1,200? Like
I
seriously?
don't
Like what does
know
it
the
matter?
answer to. I don't know the answer to. It's a white chocolate pistachio.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're all going out somehow. Might as well go out with a white chocolate pistachio latte in your hand.
First of all, I don't want to lie about it. I need this coffee because it helps me go to the bathroom every day. Like that's just the facts. We used to joke that they put something in here. Like when Society first opened, all of the moms in town were like, I'm going to Society. And everybody went like in the first grand opening. And then everybody was in the group chat and was like, why are we shitting so much? What's happening? What's in it?
Tell you
Is it
something.
olive
That's what
oil?
Miralax is for. I don't understand why you all are going to spend like $12 on a coffee when you can get like a big bottle of Miralax and like call it a day.
What's Miralax?
Miralax, it's stool. Like it's like it goes into any drink. It's like a powder. It's clear, and
No,
it
thank
like helps you.
No,
It's
no,
like
thank you.
they
No.
suggest that like sometimes when like because I have diverticulitis, sometimes I have to take it. Diverticulosis. I have divertic. So you know, Jeff had it.
No.
So sometimes if you get like and sometimes Ozempic can make you like constipated too. So
I have it every day. It makes me go to the bathroom.
I bring my coffee to work every single day. I'm so frugal with my money so I can spend more money in my beauty products and my Shein orders.
Okay. Great example. I get shit on because I'm poor and I spend
Right.
$6.90 on my coffee every day. And
Okay.
people who hate me come at me and they say, you don't have any money. And here's the other thing. This is a big part of it. I love that you don't know about this. So because I don't have a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's all going to change because the January payout is going to be
Don't
great.
talk about money on here. It's not becoming. Go on.
People say I'm poor. And
Okay.
people say stuff about my money, and it's not my fault. Like they say things about I lock my debit card.
People know about your money. Like I don't
Because
understand how
I'll tell you why. Because I lock my debit card, right? Because I have things that come out of my account that might put my account in the negative because on some days I don't have money in there. And so I lock it because I have like a Vanity Fair subscription. I have like a stupid subscription with the Boston Herald I can't cancel. So I lock my debit card. Sometimes I keep my money in my savings account that I have in that account. And then before I go and get my coffee, I either unlock the card or I move money over so that I can pay for that. And then I lock
So
it
why
again.
would you tell anybody this? Like I don't understand why is this an issue?
Because while I'm doing my live stream in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to unlock my debit card. And people are like, why do you unlock your debit card? And the haters are like, you're such a fucking broke bitch. You got to unlock your debit card every morning. And I'm like, well, the reality is I don't have a lot of money. Joke's on them. Joke's on them. A bestie sent me, and I have to open it. A bestie sent me a gift card for $100 to Society. I don't
cannot.
So I don't even have to use
I
my
don't
debit
understand
card.
why people hate on that stuff. I Afterpay my whole life. I have the most money spending power in Afterpay that you could possibly imagine because
Okay,
I
so
am
for
such
people
an
who don't know what
Afterpay guru.
So people don't know what Afterpay is. Afterpay is just
And
like this app
Kalana.
and Klarna. So
Kalana, yeah.
you can buy something somewhere
And pay
using
it for.
Afterpay and you pay.
It is like the old school layaway. Remember back in the day, you used to be able to put stuff on layaway.
Yeah.
It's like old school layaway, but you get your shit sooner.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Love it.
TV has a crazy limit with Afterpay.
5Gs, y'all. 5G. I can book us all a Jamaican vacation on Afterpay.
Who has a $5,000?
Listen, It's the way I budget my life. I actually don't even come close to even putting a dent in that. I allow myself so much money. And that's how I have buy my extra things. And once I've paid out that amount, then I can shop or buy whatever again. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not good with credit cards. I don't want credit cards. Like some credit cards now are getting up to be like 32% interest. If I can't pay that small amount in 4, then I shouldn't be shopping. So I have a limit in my head what I can afford to pay in 4. Sometimes I buy a bunch of little things that added up. Sometimes I buy one big thing and I pay it. To me, it's actually very responsible and it's curbed my spending because I don't go over it because you eventually got to pay for it in 4. So, you know,
I use $5,000. It's insane.
because you want to know why I'm such a good customer because I pay all my stuff on time and I pay
Yeah,
it
but
all off.
you can't not pay. I have an Afterpay account, and I think I have a $500 limit. I never use it. I
It's
actually
because
forget
I
to use it.
constantly pay it off. Sometimes I pay it early. Sometimes like I paid before the due date, like, and they just keep on upping
People
it
are
and upping it and
asking, hold
buffeting.
on. People in the comment section are asking if there's an interest rate. There is no interest rate.
No, there's
It's just
none.
so you just buy whatever, and it's not like when you go and so you can buy anything on Afterpay. Most stores accept Afterpay. They're
No,
online
no, no,
shopping.
no, no, no. You got to rephrase that. Online Afterpay is very accepted. Kalana came out with their own debit card. The store doesn't even have to take Kalana. And I have a debit card and I can go like this and I set my amount and it'll put anything in for
Any store?
any store. Any. Bitch, you
So
don't have layaway. That's okay. Kalana does.
I've had Afterpay. I used it one year for back to school shopping because that was the year where each one of the kids, for some reason, wanted more stuff. But I never use it. I forget to use it. I also
I
think
know.
like if you don't use it, like I'm not kidding, like in the times when I was using it, it was better. And then if you walk away from it, you get, I don't know, but like you obviously use it, and that's why you have a $5,000 limit. That is insane.
It's amazing. But I give, like I said, I give myself a limit in my head. I know what it is never gone over this certain limit and that's it. Like, and it helps me. And what's fun is in 4 payments, it's like all done. And then I can do whatever again. Like I tend to use it with Sheen a lot. That's how I fund all my families in China. I take care of half that factory. So
How
we
did
had
we get
Secret
on this?
Santa.
How did we get on Afterpay? What were we
I don't
talking
know,
about
but
before?
I had Secret Santa the other day, and everybody at work bought each person. Like I've only been there 4 months at this courthouse, so it's like who knows me, right? I don't know if people know me. I talk, I'm so friendly. I come in every day and smile and like, hi everyone. And one of the probation officers that I work with, she's so nice. She's
Wait,
she's you.
somebody just said, so you do have children, TT, just in China.
I do. Absolutely. I will be anybody's mom. If somebody doesn't have a mom, like when they have like like it's National Kid Day and like their parents are not posting them. I said on my Facebook last year, I said, listen, if you don't have a mom and you want me to post you and brag about you, just send me an inbox and I'll do it because I'll be your mom.
That sounds
So
like when
anyway,
the liberals say, if your parents don't accept you, that you're gay, I'll be your mom.
it's shut up. We're not getting into that. So anyway,
I know, Jamie,
she
you don't want to talk about how you used to be a raging liberal and now you're not anymore. It's okay. It's fine. We'll talk
no,
about
I'm
that in a
still
You're gonna be a guest on the political show one day. I know. It's
no,
okay. I've watched
I'm
it
not
right
allowed
before
to.
my eyes. I love it. Every minute of
I
it.
have no political opinions. I'm not allowed to. So she gave me a picture frame that says, I work hard so my cats don't have to. And inside the picture frame was a freaking gift certificate for Sheen. She knew me in 4 months because I am like, everybody loves all my outfits every day. They're like, how do you put those together? I love your outfits. And I'm like, girl, you gotta go on Shein. They're like, oh, we can't do that. Like, I never win. I was like, dude, I have no life. I sit at night and read every review possible. What are you writing? What's going on?
TT
Why are you
loves
writing?
Trump.
I can't see.
I need a paper. It says TT loves Trump.
No,
It's fine. It's fine.
I have no political opinions. My political opinions are for the privacy of my own home.
All
Have
right.
nothing to do with my work or how I live my life.
People are going crazy asking, is there interest on Afterpay? It's no. You
No,
buy
what?
something, it splits it up into 4 payments and there's no interest.
Can Afterpay send me like a sponsorship now since like you have like 10,000 people going to like all sign up for Afterpay? You just have to have a debit card, but your debit card can't be like one of those online debit cards. I don't think like you can't have a Chime account or something you can close down with a quickness. Like I've had my bank for 20 years. So you have to have like a legit debit card. Like you can't have like a Walmart Visa like I used to have back in the day. Remember that? Like when you didn't have a bank account and like you could get a Walmart Visa card and like put money on it. It's like crazy.
Mm.
Oh, but that's it. So yeah, I danced a little last night. It was reminding me of my club days. I was like, oh, what
They
a
had a
time to be
DJ?
alive. What?
They had a DJ?
We had a DJ Matty O. He didn't play any Stevie B. I was so upset. I was like, why are we not playing the Cruising the Ave hits of 1989 to 94?
I will say, I'm not kidding. I would never drink with my boss.
I got a hug last night and he says that you're such a joy we're so happy to have you. I was like, oh, thank you.
I do. I love him, but I'm just saying, like, I'm always afraid I would say, I'm afraid I would say things normally sober that would piss people off. Like if I go to a political event, like when I go to a political thing,
You
I
don't
always have a
drink.
club. No, are you kidding
No.
me? I will
You have to
be.
understand something, Jessica. I never say anything that isn't nice.
What do you mean?
I'm never not nice. I'm not a mean person. I don't
I
have a
wasn't
mean
saying
bone.
I wasn't saying that I was going to
I
say
had to,
things.
but you have to understand, like, that's the difference. I'm not worried about me drinking and saying the wrong thing because I don't offend anybody.
I wasn't saying about I wasn't worried. I offend people sober. What I'm saying is drunk, I would probably say like my real feelings about some things. I would be sappier. You know what I mean? Like I would be afraid if I was drinking and I was at a political event where like Mike Keneally was the guy running for governor and I had like 2 like Crown Royal and Red Bulls, I'd be like hugging him and be like, I can't wait for you to be our next governor. Like I
If
could
like
not.
honestly, if nobody was having drinks, I wouldn't have had a drink because to me, nowadays being older, I go to a lot of things and I don't drink anymore. Like usually it's a
I know,
nice
but what
crisp
I'm saying for
Diet Coke.
work stuff, like I
If
can't drink
nobody was
because I am a
drinking, I wouldn't have like, but everybody was like, people were doing more drinks than I was. But everybody was like super appropriate. Everybody was just getting along, dancing in a circle on the dance floor, doing dance offs, like dance challenges. It was really cute. It was
I would be
actually kind of
mortified.
it was kind
I
of
couldn't
wholesome.
I could never relax with like work like that. I've never drank at a work thing.
Dude, then you never been to a Primacare Christmas party. Holy crap. We used to snuggle the nips in and like drink them at the table and like throw our nip bottles in the middle of the table at the end of the night. And then we all got bitched at by the CEO like the next day. Big email came out. It was like,
See?
that was
See?
radiology. That was
No,
radiology.
I could never.
My
Could
last
never.
Christmas party at Primacare in 2019 going into 2020. Yeah, I got so annihilated because I knew I was moving to the billing department. My CEO came over to talk to me and I turned around and I said, "You're mad at me, aren't you? you're mad at me. And he's like, why? Why am I mad at you? I was like, because I'm leaving authorizations. I'm going to billing, but wait until you see.
See,
I'm
this
going to
is
be
I would
good. And he was like, prove, he goes, I don't think so. And then after I was done training, I collected like $45,000 in 1 month, and my boss went, or something like that, something up there. And my boss goes, my new supervisor goes, he goes, she did that? And I'm like, she goes, she did that. And he goes, she proved me wrong. I was like, yep, proved you wrong. And then I hated taking money from people. That's why I quit. I didn't want to do it anymore. I felt bad asking people for $10 for their bill. It was horrible. I didn't like it. Now I try to help people. I do God's work.
Somebody said I went to my fiance's Christmas party and everybody was drinking. His boss was drunk and happy. I just worry. Obviously, I stress out about stuff like that.
I know.
Somebody said we have completely different personalities. Obviously.
But I'm nice. I'm a nice person. I get a bad rap because, no
I
offense, I'm
like how TT
associated
is
to
doing
you.
these subtle digs at me here. She's like, yeah, but when I'm drunk, I won't be mean. And when I say everybody says we have totally different
Can I
personalities,
tell
like,
the story?
I'm nice.
No, I got to tell this story. So my sister,
Oh, wait.
when
What
she
story?
would listen, it's a good story. Don't worry. It's not putting you bad. So my sisters and I, once a month in our 20s and 30s, we would get together and go out for a night. Like, my mother would be babysitting kids, whatever. She'd be like, TT, you going out? I'm like, yeah, let's go out. Of course, single TT was always down to go out, So we get to there was a couple of local spots that we always frequent. So we'd be dressed in our flare jeans and our pointy shoes and our fake me out Chanel coats, or lots of jewelry, chandelier. We always looked cute. Even though we were big girls, I was a big girl. My sisters were thinner than me back then, but I always looked good. Anyway, so we go to the bar and we're drinking. We're all having fun. We know all these people. And this bitch sits on the side of these people as night goes on. She goes, and we're talking to someone. She goes, hey, can I ask you anything? Isn't that what you used to say to them? Or can I ask you?
But I'm wondering, who was I talking to? Yes.
But I'm just talking in general.
Oh, yes. So when I'm
And
drunk.
then she would ask people things. Can I ask you anything? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. She's like, no. Can I ask you anything? And they would still go, yeah. And then she would ask them the most so say this person we knew was screwing around with this married person or whatever. I don't know. But she would get at their deep, dark, secret soul. And she'd ask them that question. Dude, you know how many times this bitch almost got knocked out? Sometimes I'm and they would cause a fight because she'd be like, can I ask you anything? And then we'd have to leave. We'd have to go. There'd be fight in the bathroom. We'd have to leave.
Because when I'm drunk, so I like to ask questions. I'm curious. So when I'm drunk and I'm talking to somebody, I always go, in my head, I want to know things. I'm curious. But I always would do that disclaimer. I would always be like, can I ask you anything? Can I ask you whatever I want? And they would never see it coming. And they'd be like, sure.
It would be some scandalous stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Something
but
deep
thought. I asked for permission to ask the questions. So I
know I'm not telling the story correctly, but it would be, she did this quite often, and it was never a good result. It never ended well, ever. It never ended well. Maybe every once in a while we get a nervous chuckle. And it would always be towards the end of the night, and I'd be like, oh, yep, it's time to go now. We got to leave.
Yep. That's what happens when I drink. I ask a lot of questions.
We also had a lot of what?
Go ahead.
No, we just also, a lot of people didn't. I don't know what it. I can't. This has been stemming since childhood. People don't like us, and I don't know why. Because we're so nice. I love people, and I'm sweet, and I love people, and we're genuinely good people. I think it's just because we always marched to the beat of the opposite drum, and we never followed the crowd. And people thought we were just weird. I don't know. I don't know.
We talk about that plenty of times. I think there's parts of it. I think also there's a confidence problem. Like when we would walk into places and we walk in and we are confident, like I'm not saying it's intimidating. I don't know if that's the right word, but like some people don't like that when you walk in and you literally have an air where you don't give a fuck about anybody else, or like, you know what I mean? Like there's people that are so
Well, that's
worried or
different for
concerned
you.
about.
You
Go
you
ahead.
only used to like to frequent people where you were going to see people you knew. I would go anywhere. I
Well,
would
that
do
no, the
anything, go
reason for that
anywhere.
though, the reason for that though is so we can talk about this, but like so bars like in the 90s, late 90s,
Mid
2000s, right?
90s, like, because we turned 21 in 97. So,
Right.
like,
So
well,
like in the go ahead.
we had like 3 21st birthdays at certain places, but go
But
on.
I'm just saying, like the bar scene or whatever. I used to like walking in to a place where I like to have conversations. I like to talk. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily into meeting new people and like socializing. Like I want to catch up with an old timer. I want to, you know what I mean. So I liked going to
Yeah.
places where if I walked in, I knew people. They would be like, oh, and we would talk. TT's right. She would go to the more fast-paced places and she would like meet people or run into people, or like I was more like I want to go to the Belmont Club. I want to go to the St. James.
And I
It's
liked
like
going there too. I just would definitely go a lot of other different places.
right. So,
I
but
loved the club. You didn't go to the club.
I
You
never
were
went to the
not a
club.
club person.
No, no,
I took you
absolutely
to the
not.
club like
Hated the
3
club.
times. It was a disaster every time.
I hated the clubs. Most likely because I couldn't dance, but also I don't want to go anywhere where I don't know anybody. And it's also not easy to meet people at clubs. So I like to chat. I like to talk and have conversations, not like TT and her bitches where they just throw their pocketbooks in the middle of a circle and dance around them. Like that's what TT used to do. And I would stand at the bar observing and waiting for somebody to whack their head on one of the poles in the middle of the room at the fish company. I'm all fucking set. I would prefer to have chit chat conversations and talk. TT
I
wanted the club.
lived for the club. Lived lived for the club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and sometimes on a Monday in Boston. Oh, what a time.
Somebody just said this show is draining. I only want Jess to speak on her topics today.
Oh, all right, I'll leave.
This isn't an airport, and that is disrespectful to TT. How fucking dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave. Did I interrupt your topics? I'm sorry.
No, it's my fucking show.
I'll leave. It's fine. I'm
You're
done
staying
anyway.
right there. Somebody block that lady. Just block it. How
Is
dare you?
is anybody else upset that I'm here?
No, it's a troll. And we also have a rule in this show. Don't tell Jess what to do.
Okay. Because I
Hold
don't
on.
mind
Let me read
leaving.
some. You're not TT, please. I just needed to shame them. It's not about you. Hold on. And also, I just to go back to this, I'm curious and I liked asking questions. And when I'm drinking, I didn't understand that like those things would be considered inappropriate. I just wanted to have conversation. And yes, you would have to help me, physically help me many times. Somebody in the chat was saying, I want to know more about where Jess ran her mouth and TT was the muscle. I'm like, in my head, I'm going, which story? Because it was an endless stream of life choices that I made, and TT would have to help. Let me tell you the first time this ever happened.
Oh,
Catholic school girls, well, you know what I'm talking about. We're
oh,
walking home. We're walking home from school on Holy Name. We went to Holy Name School. We're walking home, and there was a girl. I won't say her name.
don't say names.
Okay, but this girl wasn't even in our patrol, Jamie. She was just walking somewhere that day, and we're all walking home. And the girl is like making fun of us, like didn't like us, hated us. It was always our maiden name was Cabral, the Cabral sisters, blah blah blah. Like they used to write in chalk. Like one time, just so you know what we're dealing with, hold that story. One time somebody came to our house and was like, oh, can Jessica and Jamie come out and ride their bikes? And we were like, sure. And so we're like, oh, they want to hang out with us.
Oh,
So
don't
we
tell
go
this
to the
story.
we go up to here. We are thinking
A
everybody
whole
likes
group.
us.
It was a
Whole group of
huge
people.
group.
Yep, they come and get us. We're so excited. By the way, we had like nicer bikes than everybody. You know what I mean? We get on our bikes, we go,
We
and we used to hang
purposely
out with,
bought those bikes so we could be asked to go ride bikes,
yeah, we
so we
get,
could make friends.
so we can make friends. They come and get us. We're excited. We used to hang out in Oak Grove Cemetery. We go to the cemetery, and I've never talked about this story with TT, so I'm wondering if her memory of it is the same.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this. This gives me anxiety. Go on.
We get to the cemetery, and when you go under the arches and you walk in, or get in, they had written in chalk on the pavement, like the Cabral sisters are bitches, and like they literally baited us there and
And then
had
they
all
circled
these,
us and they tried to fight us and they threw rocks at us.
yes, and
It was really sad.
yeah. So anyway,
It
that
was real.
happened.
I don't want to talk about that because I'm already tearing up thinking about it.
So anyway, so this is what we were dealing with in our
See,
neighborhood.
my
So
eyes are
then,
tearing up. Don't talk about that. That was
that's
horrible.
fine. There's revenge. So then part of this group of people, this girl's walking in our patrol. Do not fucking cry. Do not give them that. So we're walking in this patrol and this girl's running her mouth. And I'm like screaming back at her and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I wish I could beat the shit out of you right now. I wish I could hit you. And I stopped and I was like, I didn't think she was going to do it. I was like, fucking hit me, hit me, hit me. And the bitch fucking smacks me in the face. I end up getting into a fight with this girl, and it is very quickly determined that I am losing badly. I am getting my ass kicked. I am scared, not scared, but scared. And I'm getting my ass kicked. So now, if you can just visualize, you're up above and you're looking down. Here's like 7 fucking Catholic schoolgirls walking home on Stetson Street in Fall River in skirts and fucking knee socks. And this girl is wailing on me. And guess what fucking happens? Tyson shows up and starts fucking wailing and pounding on this bitch and beats the absolute snot out of her.
I was
The
never
only thing
afraid
that
of fighting.
happened, the only thing that happened is that TT's glasses got smacked off her face and got broken, but the
Mhm.
girl got beat up so badly. TT was very scrawny in school, and she
Very.
had very pointy knuckles in her hands, and she was just, so I literally snaked out from underneath that girl, just stood there and watched TT.
Well, you know something? That's one thing. We used to get in a lot of trouble for a lot of things and punished for a lot of things. But one thing we never got in trouble for was fighting. Because if somebody was making fun of us, we were, or
Yes.
somebody, we had to be hit first. That was the key. If somebody hit you first, you better beat the shit out of them.
Right.
If you don't fight, we would get in trouble for not fighting. You know what I mean? Like you
Right.
would get like, I would be told like, what are you, wimp? Like you're going to let people do that to you. You don't take their shit. Da, da, da. I mean, somebody followed me into confession. Like I had to go to confession for confirmation class, and a group of girls followed me into the church, and they were going to beat me up outside of church, where to the point where the priest noticed them and said, I know we're supposed to be doing confession, but is that group of girls there for you? And I said, well, they're either here for my sister, but I guess. And he's like, yeah, this is not going to go
They were there
on.
for you that time, TT, not me.
And then my dad picked us up, and there was a fight in front of this church with the parents. And then we were in the car and we were driving home, and he goes, is that the girl that came for you? And I said, he goes, get out of the car.
Actually,
And I
you're
said, what?
stepping apart.
And
said,
I said,
"Take
what?
my
He goes, get out of the
glasses."
car.
You said, take
What?
my glasses, and do you have a scrunchie?
Yep. Take my
I said,
glasses,
yes.
your scrunchie.
So I took your
And
glasses and I gave you a scrunchie.
my father let me out of the car, and he goes, you take care of that. They'll never do that again. I took care of it. The next day at school, she lied and said a group of people got out of the car and jumped her. And one of the biggest bullies in our high school at the time came over and followed me home from school that day. And she's like, yeah, you fucking bitch. You want to jump people with your girls? I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, that was a fair fight, me and her. And she's like, fair fight? I said, yeah, she's just mad because I beat the shit out of her. The next day, that girl ate lunch with me, bought me my
you're
lunch.
missing one part. You're missing one
What's
part.
the pot?
The girl that you beat up, she called our house and
Yep.
she left a message on the answering machine saying she
Yep.
was sorry and blah, 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 blah. And my stepfather, he took the tape and gave it to us and said, play this for people if you need evidence that this girl, whatever. And then, yeah, and then everything changed. And then freshman year, I was in really good shape because
That was
TT
that
now
was freshman year. That was freshman year.
TT
That
had
was
a
freshman year.
reputation now as being a boss bitch. And that empowered me in a different way because I was like, I've got somebody here who nobody can fuck with. It's TT. I didn't get into any fights freshman year. I didn't get into any fights. I didn't get to
I
any
can
fights in
never
high
argue
school.
with anybody. Like, I'm not
Yeah, no.
articulate in the point where can I win a argument? No. Even though in my head I think I can run an argument, I'm not as articulate and fast-witted as my sister. I'm funny, but I'm not as like clever. I can't describe it. But she definitely is quick with the comebacks and the mouth running, definitely. But I don't know. I don't like to like our childhood wasn't the most fun, needless
Yeah.
to say.
I'm not going
I
down
don't
that
know.
road. It's too close to
No,
Christmas.
I would need more drinks.
Somebody just said Catholic schoolgirls are insane.
Yeah. Kids have gotten to 8th grade.
Somebody said, I saw 2 comments. I just want to address them. One said, I
No,
don't.
read the comments. It's fine.
Oh, I can read them for you. Somebody said, Jess, you don't look yourself today or something or whatever. I said it earlier. I
What's the matter?
was just run down and I have
Is it
like,
the lupus? Do you have your
yeah,
lupus rash?
yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't have any makeup on and that's it. And somebody
You looked
somebody
nice
said
the other night. I saw the other night on your Bunny After Dark, you wore that viral like Amazon print blouse.
that's a viral Amazon print blouse.
Yeah.
That's an Escada knockoff vintage that I got at Salvation Army or
Oh,
Savers.
guess what?
What?
That blouse is on Amazon.
Bullshit.
Yeah, there's a knockoff on Amazon. Yes, that's why I
That
recognized
shirt's
it.
an 80s. That's an 80s shirt I got at
One
Salvation
of the
Army.
influencers I follow that gives me my Amazon fashion links, she had that blouse on 2 weeks ago and she reruns it every once in a while.
It can't be the exact same thing, but
No, but it looks pretty close to it. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry, read the comments.
I can get some comments. Hold on, let me read.
And your hair was done nice on Wednesday and your makeup. I was quite impressed.
On Wednesdays, I give face on
It was
Wednesday.
really great. I
Thank
love
you.
the effort. I love it.
I always give effort on Wednesdays.
It's about time.
What the fuck, Jamie? What does that mean? What do you mean? I always give. I don't because
You
today I'm not giving effort.
for a very long time, I would come to your house and you go, "What is this? What is this? What is all of this?" Just to come to my house. I'm like, "Oh, whatever." You're like, "I can't be bothered." Everything is like, "I couldn't be bothered. I can't be
Why,
bothered to
TT?
do that.
Why?
Can't
You were
be
coming to
bothered
my
to
house.
do
You
that."
were coming to my house for a holiday, for a birthday, for a 4th of July, and I would spend my time cooking,
Oh,
slaving,
here we go.
cleaning.
I would just go, I'm not talking about those. Stop.
How nice did
Stop.
I look on Thanksgiving at your house, TT, when I didn't have to cook a fucking thing? I looked like a fucking gem
Okay, Jem is your name. No one
because
else
I
is the
was
same.
relaxed and I didn't have to do anything. I was calm.
Oh,
You know who didn't look so hot? TT.
I did.
What?
No, I did. I got up in the morning and showered and put my makeup on. What are you talking about?
You didn't look as glam as you usually do, TT.
I didn't have time. I had my hands in a bird. Read your
Thank
comments.
you. That's all I have. I rest my case.
Right there.
Hold on. I'm gonna read some comments. There's also a little bit of a delay. I'm sorry. Let me read some
Okay.
comments about you, TT.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a couple super chats. I'm going to read those. Hold on. We
Oh,
have
okay.
someone who is a new member. Alley Cat became a YouTube member. I didn't know that you weren't, but thank you. Good morning, Sunshine. I have to go shopping. I'll be on replay later. Have a great show. That's not that Dina. She gave us $20. Thank you.
So sweet.
The official Portuguese MILF came in here and
Ooh.
just became a new member. One of our besties gave 99.99 and said she's awesome. I love this. Keep her. That was
Who?
about you, TT. They want to keep you on the show. We
You.
love you. We love TT. Precious relationship. Happy holidays, my bunnies. From
Aw,
our friend.
your
Yeah, I
people
know.
are so sweet.
I know.
You have such nice people that follow you. You truly do.
I also agree with that.
I love that for you.
Somebody said you promised you would add me to the lurkers section of the Horizon social chart. It's not, we do that on Wednesdays. We can't bring Horizon social charts up on Saturdays. It's once a week. Let me just read a couple of other questions. Oh, she had to rejoin. Okay, thank you. TT uses a Maybelline Superstay matte stick, I believe it is.
It's a I'll link it for you next time. I'm sorry, guys.
TT, people want to know what Amazon influencers you use. What are the details?
So I follow Lulu Prime and Addicted to One Day Shipping. That's
TT
two
does
of them.
have
And then
a
I do, there's a couple of others that I just don't remember off the top of my head, but Lulu Prime, Addicted to One Day Shipping, all they do is just post links, 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 links. And it's like, sometimes it's like you feel like you don't need it. And then Addicted to One Day Shipping, she has like a separate page for like Amazon gadget things, like things for the house and Amazon home
somebody
stuff.
just somebody just asked what is the photo of you behind the two of you. I'm just going to remove TT for a second so you can see, and then I'll remove me, and then you
Why are we looking at Bill Clinton?
that because that's the photo that I have. What the Epstein files were released yesterday, and
Oh
Bill is
yeah.
in all the photos. All
Crazy.
right,
Like Bill Clinton was like the first president I ever voted for.
that's your problem. I voted for
I
Bob
went to go
Dole.
see him talk in Kennedy Park. I remember me and mom went.
I was there too, but I'll go
That's right.
see
We were
any
in the.
president, but I'm not going to vote
All
for
right,
him.
go on with your people's comments so that
Oh,
you can
you're
talk to
another one,
them.
just like Jeff. You're a comment whore. You want to read what everybody says.
No, 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 no. It's not like that. I meant like I want you to show your followers attention. They deserve
Well,
it.
I know they are great. Hold on. I'm a man and I just put in a ham, dishes all clean, breakfast cooked, bling bling. This guy who's in here, he's doing stuff. Somebody was saying,
Is he looking for a wife? Is that why he put that in there?
I don't know. I don't. The majority of my audience is females. It's like 89% of my viewership is female between the ages of 45 and 65. And I have very
Those are
small,
Gen X people.
yeah, they are. Yeah, we graduated
They
in
drink out of a
1994.
hose. They drink out of a hose. They know.
Drank out of a hose. They know. Yes. Love time with TT. Where can we follow TT for her reviews?
No, my Facebook's private, guys. Sorry. Love you all, but no.
Lauren
I'm not
Shea is
looking
in
for
the
that life.
chat and she says, Kennedy Park, I flirted with the Secret Service guys. Of course, Lauren was flirting with Secret Service when Bill
Of
Clinton came
course
to
she
Fall
was,
River.
because Lauren was a little older than us, and she's just Lauren. You one fun fact about Lauren: she had the best haircut of the '80s. That any girl, if you wanted to be somebody in like late elementary, early middle school, you wanted to be Lauren. She
Yep.
had the best hair.
She had the
And it
best
was
hair.
short and it was frosted and she had this like great she had the
She
best
always
look
had
about
like
her.
a slight tan. Like everything
Always.
about Lauren's look was, it
Oh,
still is, by the way. Lauren, her
oh
look,
yeah,
she just had such great
absolutely.
style.
Like when we were kids, because Lauren is just a little bit older than us, like she's a few years older than us. So like we were like, say we're in fifth, she was like in seventh or eighth or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And like she was the it girl
Yep.
that you were just like, oh, there's Lauren Shay, there's Lauren.
That's
She said
exactly
hi to me. I
how
was like, Lauren said hi to me today.
that is exactly how I viewed Lauren. She was
Yep.
the older,
And she hung with
upper
our
class.
cousin Kelly. So
Yeah.
and our cousin Kelly was cool. So it was like Lauren was just that
Yep.
haircut. It's amazing.
She's saying, "Oh, I love you both." Yeah, Lauren's a Catholic school girl, different Catholic school. We went to St.
We
Peter
went
and
to two.
Paul, and then we moved, and then we went to Holy Name.
But it's kind of funny how we're friends with most of the people that we went to the first Catholic school with. And the second Catholic school, we got a handful that we still keep in contact with, not many.
I don't want to dissect that, but I really do believe like we moved to that school, right? And we started in 6th grade.
Right.
And we walk in, and again, it's like we're not like quiet wallflowers, you know what I mean? We walk in and we're just kind of like I
And
don't
we
know.
will,
And also we're twins. And so you get a little bit of like excitement about just being a twin at all. You know what I mean? So like there's a little bit of buzz about that. Like, oh, twins? Like you guys are twins? Wow, you don't look alike, you don't talk alike. You know, so it's always like a little bit of attention. And then also like nothing for nothing, but like I was cute and all the boys used to ask me out. And
and I
that
wasn't.
okay, well, that's not the point of what I was saying. The point of what I was saying is that I think, and first of all, it wasn't that you weren't. I don't
Oh,
think that at
please,
all either.
Jessica, we can admit it's okay.
I think the
I
problem was that you wore glasses that weren't, you know what I mean? Like
like at the end
appearance
of the
didn't help at all, by the way, just so you
what is
know.
it?
They didn't help us look better.
No, and the thing is like I went through a major puberty ugly fate. Like I don't think I was cute until I was 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I got some contacts and cut the hair and that was it.
I was cute and a lot of boys liked me because I talked a lot. You know what I mean? I was
And you were
chatty.
blonde and you were a blonde and
And so the boys would ask me out at recess and I would say sure. And then by the next recess, I would break up with them. And that caused like, it ruffled feathers amongst the very small Catholic school girl group that was there when we moved there. Not my fault.
I wasn't chasing boys. Boys
I
didn't like
wasn't
me.
chasing boys. They just followed me around.
Actually, boys liked me just like to be their friends,
Yeah.
like to get to you, basically.
Okay. That's not good. It's not my fault. None of that is my fault.
I don't care. Doesn't bother me none. I've had enough of dates to last me a lifetime. I'm good.
All right. What are you doing today? I've got an agenda I've got to get through.
So today, picking up Michaela because she called Mike to ask to come hang with us today. So we're gonna go pick up Michaela. Not that she doesn't have her own car. She drives. She has her own car. It's just she likes to still be picked up at 22 years old. Gonna go pick her up. We're all gonna spend the day together. I think we're gonna go to Providence Place Mall, maybe Providence Place Mall, maybe Dartmouth. I don't know. Go finish the rest of Christmas shopping. I still have left to get you. I have to get you. You're on my list today.
Mhm.
You, Aiden, Julia, Jack's girlfriend, and George's boyfriend, and that's pretty much left what I gotta get. But you, I don't know why I'm struggling with you right now. I don't understand why I'm struggling.
Oh,
I don't
anything.
know.
Anything.
I understand that, but it's like for the first time ever, like you're starting to like buy your own makeup and have clothes that are not given to by me and doing all these things. And it's like, shit, usually you're so easy to like, oh, my sister could use this. And oh, she won't buy that for herself. I'm going to buy that for her. And now that your kids are
Thanks to the
grown
besties. It's not that, it's the besties. They keep sending me
like,
they
yeah.
obviously see
And
me
now
as the charity case that I am when it comes to makeup, and they were like, "Please." I had the besties send me that box I showed
some
you, and I was
lady sent you a whole face regimen. I
I
was
know.
like, what?
I know.
And I was just like, I could have bought you a face regimen for Christmas. And now somebody beat me to it.
I think that they like should know, and TT can verify, like I've never invested in any of those things. Julia's old
No, and that's
makeup.
why I would always get her these things
Yes.
for Christmas.
I
Like
get what
I
you're
would
saying.
go.
That makes sense. I get what you're saying.
So now it's like, shit, what do I get her?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
don't
need
know.
PJs? Do you need some
I don't
PJs?
need PJs. I bought a pair of PJs for Bunny After Dark, like a really cute set
Oh,
of PJs.
I actually bought myself some Christmas PJs. They're coming today or tomorrow. I never bought Christmas trees before. So what do you need?
I would have. I
But
have
wait
to
a
think.
minute. You want to know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to let your besties in on a little secret, and then I'm going to go.
That always
My
scares me
sister,
when you say that because I don't know what you're going to say.
my sister dictates Christmas. If I say in a chat, and this has been going on for since the ages, since we were on our own buying our own friggin' gifts, I'd go, oh, I'm going to buy this one. Oh, no, you're not going to get that. You're going to get them this.
Hmm.
You do like I literally said what I bought mom for Christmas, and you're like, no,
Don't do
you
that.
can't. I was going to buy her one thing, and you're like, no, don't get her that. She doesn't
Don't do
need
that.
that. I said I'm going to get this for Aiden and Julia. No, they don't need that. Jack and Jordan. No, you're going to get this. This has been going on since these kids came out of my sister's body, and then it
Hold
just
on.
everybody.
Somebody, my friend at Bay Harbor and Beauty said, I sent Jess a new face wash, 2 of them, and she's addicted to the hand soap for her face. The
I
reason for
cannot
that
believe
is
that woman sent you all those things, and they're so luxurious, and you're
I
like
know.
soft soap for the win.
I don't talk about it. You missed it. I put this on every day. I put this on
No,
I
I
just
saw
put
it
it on
last week.
twice.
I was like, what is
I'm
that?
obsessed. Like my face, you'll see it when I see it. It's just
No, but I'm gonna
so
tell I did comment last week, but you were so busy with your chat. I was like, wow, what's going on with that smooth forehead? Your
thank-
forehead looked really good.
thanks.
I was
Thanks.
impressed.
There's some
I was
sort of
like,
anti-aging weightless moisture. I don't know. And there's another thing I use, but it's in the bathroom, and I don't know. My
the
skin.
the, the forehead was looking really like it
If
was
there
looking good.
was, see the rash. Like you, I'm sure you can see right now.
I
This
can
rash.
see it. The rash. Yeah, I can see it going on.
When I don't have this, my face
Yeah.
on its own is looking. I'm loving it.
No, it was I know I was very impressed last week. I was like ready to high five you, but you were busy. You
In
didn't really
regards to
acknowledge me.
Christmas, I just want to let you know
What?
throughout the year when somebody sees something, says something, like if my kids are watching a TV and they see a commercial and they're like, "Oh my god, I love that." I send it to myself in a text message. I have a whole running text of Christmas ideas throughout the whole year. I pay attention to what people want. I always give really good gifts. And so
I know.
sometimes, Jamie, when you say, I'm going to buy mom a pair of kitten mules from Coach, and I remind you she's 76, and the only thing she does is shuffle around from fucking one CVS to the other, I didn't think that they were going to be a good fucking idea. So I'm so sorry.
I got her the coach. I got her the coach shoes. I don't care. So, but it was easier when the kids were younger because I was the
You'd
TT
be
who
better
bought
off
their
getting her another way to monitor her AFib. Like that would be a great gift. Like not the
I used to
watch,
buy the
a
kids their
different
Christmas
third option.
outfit. I know they're really great. These coach mules are so cozy. You can wear them to the casino.
Listen, whatever. I'm just telling you, like just whatever, TT. I have to go. I have to
I
do an
gotta go
agenda.
too. I actually have a life. Go to your agenda. I don't care.
Fuck you,
Is there
TT.
any more comments before I have to go? I'm
Yes,
going.
let me get more TT comments.
No, because I have to go take this face off and put on a new one.
TT is disgusted, somebody said. There's a gift idea for TT, somebody said.
Disgusted. I'm disgusted.
No, it was about something you were saying. Like these are comments in real time. Hold on, let
Oh,
me read.
okay. I'm sorry. I
Just
don't
use
want people to be
magnetic
mean to
wall
me.
paint to paint the wall behind her. It will replace the whiteboard. One of the besties got me a whiteboard so I could do the Horizon Social chart, and it's obviously showing like a reflection.
I
We
see
have
the
to work.
glare. Yeah. Yeah.
People are saying, "We love you, TT. I love that you're fighting over who has to go first. Merry Christmas, TT. I have to go as well. I have Christmas stuff to do. That's Karen. Bay Harbor
Okay.
Beauty. Merry Christmas, TT. Somebody said,
Feliz
"Is oh,
Navidad.
butterfly rash?" That's what it's called. Yes, butterfly rash. That's what it's called.
Boas festas.
TT pretending to be super Portuguese right now. Bye, TT. Merry Christmas. You are so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet. They said that to you.
Maybe it's to you. I'm just not sure. Everybody is saying Bosch Festus. Funeral lady is saying, my
Boas
friend Amy.
festas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Okay.
Your friends are really sweet.
They are. They're the
I just
best.
don't want any. I don't like to come on here because I'm afraid people are going to be mean to me, and I don't take it as well as you. I will cry.
It's not in this group. They're awesome.
I don't like to
But
be. I don't
also,
like. I've had enough
who
of
cares?
meanness
They're
my
fake
whole life.
people. There's who cares?
What?
Like, who cares if
I
people are
understand.
mean?
I don't like when people are mean because I'm not mean to people. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go buy you your Christmas present.
Bye. Let's just
Bye.
save the money and let's go out somewhere or something. I don't know.
What?
Just we'll figure it out. Call me later.
All right, I will. Bye. How do I get out of this?
I'm gonna get rid of you here, and you're gone from there, and then you just exit and you're good. She's still there. She's still in the behind the scenes. TT's still there. She's still Oh, she's gone. Okay, she did it. Okay, how do I get out of this? All right. Sorry for some people who don't love when TT comes on, but she clearly dominates the conversation. It's the fun fact that she acts like I'm the person in charge, but TT actually kind of runs the show when she comes on. If you don't know, that's my twin sister, TT. Okay, it's already 11 o'clock. 11:20, we've gotten through nothing. Let's go through this list. We talked a little bit about the Karen fundraiser. And Aiden's fundraiser. Aiden, listen, because we're petty, Aiden outpaced Karen. He raised more money, more viewers, that's for sure. And I'm going to probably spend some time looking at it. If you have a clip or anything that you think was relevant from either one of the two, we're gonna get sidetracked again. Hello? Hi. Hi, I'm on. What's that? You can come say hi. This is Georgia. Flowers.
We went to Alice's.
Oh, Alice's
Yeah,
last stop.
yeah.
Georgia is. You can go in and say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Georgia, those eyelashes.
I'm throwing them out. They're dying.
You don't like them? They're
No.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just want to say I'm back.
Okay. You had fun?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. We talked about this yesterday, and I'll share it with everybody. Georgia is, I say like ice queen. Was that inappropriate? Would you say that's accurate?
I guess.
So like Georgia is very, what's the word I'm using? She's like very matter of fact about things. Georgia has like she keeps emotion out of everything. She makes like everything is not like no emotion, doesn't show emotion, is very like regimented. As a matter of fact, I was asking Georgia her opinion on like the Nurse Kim situation, and Georgia just lays it the fuck out. And she's like, this. She's very good, but Georgia has a boyfriend, and I don't see Georgia smile nearly as much as she smiles with their boyfriend.
Yeah, he's great.
He's awesome. He's wonderful. Aw.
He's great. He got flowers.
And he got you flowers this morning. They went for breakfast. So this is a big deal because, and I don't overshare everything, but her boyfriend got a license, and the law is that you can't drive in the car with somebody under the age of 18 for 6 months.
You can't drive with family members. You can only drive with family.
You can only drive with family members for 6 months
Over
after you get your license that are over 18. So he had to wait a whole period before he could ever have Georgia in her car. And so you know how I am with cars. Georgia also is a certain way about cars and car accidents and things like that. Probably it's my own fault. So sorry, I gave you that trauma. But today was the first day that I allowed Georgia to go in the same car with her boyfriend, and he picked her up and took her for breakfast and also came with the flowers. We can't say his name. No. We just call him the boyfriend.
The boyfriend?
The boyfriend.
Yeah.
And you guys have been going out for 6 months. Oh, it's 6 months today? There's a little mini anniversary.
It's great.
Yeah. I think it's great.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful. George is smiling the whole time. You can, you wore them? Yes. You have to tell everybody. Tell them, like, I'm not trying to prompt you and tell you what to do. She clearly wanted to show you this, but talk about this whole thing about shoes.
So
Wait, they have to see you.
oh,
Okay.
okay. So I've wanted these shoes for basically like since July.
Yeah.
And I've told him about the shoes. And yesterday I went to his house and he got me the shoes for Christmas. And he bought them in August. And he's just been waiting to give them to me.
I know, that's crazy.
He's wonderful. He's great. Okay. But I just want to say I was home.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You home for the day?
Probably.
Okay. I'll talk to you not much longer here, but
Okay. Bye-bye.
love you.
Bye.
Bye. She said bye, everybody. Takes a lot to crack Georgia, just saying. And he is doing, I don't know, very happy for her. Very happy for her. Julia was with her boyfriend, who's now her fiance, since 7th grade, like the end of 7th grade, 8th grade. Jack did not date in high school until the very end. And he met a girl through a friend, and I think they're going to have been together for 2 years. And I just don't see that ending. I'm assuming they're going to get married. They go to college together, but Georgia was the last one to like kind of find her person. And I'm not saying like that who knows how things are going to go, but I will say, because of my own like mistakes in relationships, we always have conversations about relationships and how to have a healthy one and boundaries and things. And Georgia dated somebody before this guy, and she knew right away. And I didn't even have to have a hand in it. She recognized right away that he wasn't prioritizing her. He wasn't doing the right things. And she dumped him. And she was so sad about it, but she was like, bye. Very rarely she will bring it up, but she will like say, like, I can't believe, like, I thought that was a good relationship for, 2 months, as opposed to this person who is just so absolutely wonderful to her. And I think that's all you want, is somebody to just treat your kids very well. Secretly also really loving that my daughters have found men that like really take care of them and do well. I don't know why, but we shouldn't make a big deal out of it and make our kids content. But obviously my kids are older and they share what they want to share and participate when they want to participate. Is that good enough? She knows her worth 100%. She really does. Julia does too. Yep. What am I going to do? Raise a bunch of kids that don't know? Come on. It took me forever to get it right and find my husband. It took me a long time. You know what I mean? Love my baby daddies, but it took me a long time to get it right. So anyway. Okay. I know this is have her chat Emily C at 4 p.m. today. Also, I can't help but think, and then let's get to it. Why am I talking low? I can't help but notice that like George's willingness to even talk about that and smiling and stuff is all about like when you have somebody that shows like that they care and take care of your feelings and pay attention to you. And like, these are really great things. Side part of that is I worry that if it doesn't work out, how devastating it will be, but you can't protect from heartbreak. That would be too much. You can't control that. All right. So it's already 11 o'clock at 11:30. We don't want to stay too long because it's the holiday. TT dominated, obviously. We spent too much. You 45 and still haven't found your person. You will. You will. Never really had that. Yeah, that's just life. You can't control. I mean, obviously, if any of my children ever go through any heartbreak, then the only thing I can do in that is give them protection, comfort, and like a skill set to try to like get through it and move on. You know what I mean? I used to say like, yeah, I'll skip it. I'll skip it. I'll skip it. Okay. Listen, the Epstein files are out, and I just have to say that they're so you can go and get the Epstein files right now on the DOJ's website and just type in Epstein files. These documents are being uploaded by the government, the federal government. Okay. And so you can go and get those, and then you can read them, go through them, but it's a lot and it's very hard to like navigate through. Thank God there are people out there in the world on the internet who actually find like value or have the time or perhaps even getting paid that they can go through these and things and look at them and then pick out the things that are important for all of us. I will later, I don't know if I shared it, but I bookmarked it on Twitter. I found a guy who was just like, I've put them in a different way for you. So he went and he literally uploaded the images and you can scroll through and there's just a lot. There's a lot going on. So I don't know, but like clearly people have picked out that the biggest things that they're saying are these pictures with Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton is all over this. The signs were there. The painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress with a cigar lounging on a chair in Epstein's house was like, there you go. Like, what is this doing here? But one of the things that I've already seen, which I'm loving, is there is a picture of a CD which has photos on it, and it's Clinton photos, and it's like, are we ever going to see what's in that? Like, the other thing that I feel like we need to talk about is if you've looked at any of the pictures from Epstein's house, it has to be the worst decorated mansion in history. And it's just something very weird and creepy about it. Even as a bachelor with wealth, I find that the decor is creepy in a way that I can't understand. It's just creepy. Even the best rooms are still kind of creepy. The Clinton situation, though, is beyond. If you haven't seen it, there is literally a picture of Bill Clinton in a hot tub. So all of the people who are considered victims or underage, they are, their faces have black squares. And so there's a picture of Bill Clinton, and I'll share them on my X account. I'm not the best at being, let me see if I can show them here for you. Again, we can't really share screens because it sucks, but like what's crazy is like even this picture, like so casual, so casual. This is the hot tub pic. You can't really tell. This is a darker photo, but there's that. We're on a plane here, right? We're on Epstein's plane. Like, so to me, oh, David Copperfield with Ghislaine Maxwell, and Bill Gates, total fucking creep. And got to give credit to Melinda Gates. As soon as this started buzzing around, she was like, peace out. This is the CD that says Clinton on it. And then how about this? In one of the bathrooms, there is a caricature. This is Bill Clinton with Epstein, and Barack Obama is in the back. There's one with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. There's a couple faces, but I found somebody had the picture. That's actually his two kids. To me, first of all, we've all seen during COVID all of the, there's a swimming pool picture with Bill, Ghislaine, and another girl. So to me, so here we go. Like, so far, every picture we've ever seen with Trump and Epstein is in some sort of public place, whether it's at Mar-a-Lago. It's always a party. It's always a situation where there's a lot of people. The public is there. Those are the only things so far that we've seen with Trump are in social situations. The Clinton pictures are very different. This is on a private plane. This looks at a private location. This is with women. This is very, very, very different. And, I will maintain forever that there is always a constant like attempt to railroad Trump and get him in these gotcha moments. But like, don't we feel like fools a little bit that while all that stuff is happening, you've got these photos, which, insiders have known have probably existed forever since we've gotten them, is like, so here's Bill Clinton. And also like, did we really even not know with the Monica Lewinsky situation? We knew what he was about. We all knew, you know what I mean? And to me, like, are we not working through feelings? Like, first of all, in my opinion, Bill Clinton can never be seen in public again. That's pretty much it. Bill Clinton can never be seen again. Hillary Clinton can never be seen again. Chelsea Clinton and her husband can never be seen again. We should never see them again. They should never show their faces again. They can't be at an event. They can't do anything. Like, you are now in a certain part of society where you're a weirdo creep and you need to be sort of recluse and we don't see you anymore. That's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. We already had the evidence of what you were like with the Monica Lewinsky thing. We had the Paula Jones stuff. We had the Jennifer Flowers stuff. We had all of that stuff. But that was in the 90s pre-internet. That was in the 90s where mainstream media was just putting stuff out there. But where would you elaborate on this? Where would you get more detail? We talk about the Paula Jones stuff. You pick up People magazine while you were waiting in the grocery store in the checkout aisle. Where would we be talking about it? But more importantly, where would we have public opinion on display? You had maybe news stories, maybe you had magazines that were pushing it out. But where are you reading public opinion about Paula Jones, Jennifer Flowers, and Monica Lewinsky? We were all watching it in real time together. We were in front of our TV sets, but we weren't in chat rooms. We weren't on Reddit threads. We weren't showing pictures everywhere all the time. This is a very, very different situation where, and by the way, these are so far after the fact, but to look for me, like as a Gen Xer or whatever, like TT said, like, I voted for Bill Clinton, whatever, like we go back and we're looking at what was happening during that time. And, the president of the United States was on planes with Jeffrey Epstein, with girls that were being sex trafficked. The ability to do things in darkness during this time it was obviously much easier for these people to do this. In a day and age now, the digital age, the way things are now, I think it's harder, but I think this is just, he cheated on his wife. He wasn't groping that. You can run your mouth about Trump in here all you want. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you say or what you do. This is the thing. Every single solitary thing about Trump was manufactured by Democrats to keep Trump out of office. I firmly believe that. I'm not going to burden everybody in a lighthearted Saturday chat about it, but I'm not going to talk about it here, but I will be talking about it. And if you want to hear that, you can listen to my political show. But I'm just going to tell you right now, every one of those political cases against Trump was manufactured as lawfare to get Trump in jail or make him look bad or do anything to deflect from his attempt to run for president again. I'm not going to talk about it. If it weren't for COVID, Trump would have won in 2020. I don't want to hear it. That's what I believe. That's it. Mail-in voting, that changed everything. It's not a coincidence. Fight me on it. Come on my show that we do, the political show. Fight me on it. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. None of it's true. And I told everybody one time, it was the Hunter laptop that literally sealed the deal for me. Mainstream media, Channel 10, NBC, Facebook. I would type in the Hunter laptop, and it was not true, debunked, not true, not true, not true, not true. And then one night, somebody on X posted a link to the Hunter laptop files. And I was on my phone for hours looking at it, and I was going, it is true. And I'm a regular person in my bed in Somerset, Massachusetts, and I'm looking at the Hunter crack pipe pictures in the bathtub. I'm looking at the diary entry of the sister. I'm looking at all of this shit, and I'm going, I'm a nobody. Mainstream media definitely has had this, and they're fucking lying about it. I'm not being duped ever again. Ever again. I wasn't going to be duped about COVID. I wasn't going to be duped about Hunter. I'm never going to be duped again, ever again. So for me, these things are slowly trickling out. There are obviously people out there that are taking their time and actively, maybe they want some internet clout, so they're going to try to get all of this stuff together and push it out so they get the views. Love that for them. I'm thankful for them and their work. I'm very happy that they're doing it. Get us all the pictures. Show us everything. Put it all out there. And it's crazy. The other thing too is do you not remember we were watching during COVID lockdown, like this whole story about Epstein? If you were watching it like I was, we were going, what? What was this? What happened? Crazy. Crazy. So I think over the next couple days, we're going to start seeing more photos and stuff come out. But just looking at the pictures of the inside of the mansion and stuff, it was just so weird. There is so weird stuff going on. Creepy, weird stuff. So anyway, that's the Epstein files. Those are out. Also, I just wanted to say, more and for the longest time, I have always been thankful that Elon Musk bought Twitter. When he bought Twitter and this whole thing was happening, first of all, there weren't a lot of people on Twitter that I know. I was one of the only people on Twitter at the time. Now it's obviously known as X, but I remember if you go back to my days on WBSM, I was talking to people and I was like, Twitter is where it's at. Twitter is where you're going to be able to get your factual, unfiltered information, because clearly at the time we didn't know, but since then Facebook and Zuckerberg have said, yes, we filtered things. Yes, we changed your algorithms. Yes, we don't want to do that anymore, right? We don't want to be that way, but we were that way. Yes, we allowed the government to tell us what we could show and what we couldn't show. And it felt that way anyway, you know what I mean? Because if you were on X and you would see things, but Facebook wouldn't have it, you were going, well, one's hiding it and one's not. Every day I'm thankful that Elon Musk owns X and that we have the ability to decide for ourselves, look at pictures ourselves. I am not on Facebook as much for a reason, but I'm going to tell you something. How many of these Bill Clinton photos are actually on Facebook streams right now and pictures? You know what I mean? Like X is the only place you can go to get this stuff and this information. And so I'm very grateful, for Elon Musk, as eccentric as weird. Listen, nobody's perfect. Again, this is about like ease of access to information and facts. I'm very, very rarely on Facebook, and that's not my fault. They made it that way. They made it that way where you couldn't be a free speaker. You couldn't be a free thinker. You didn't get your facts. And so I think a regular person is searching around for, where can I go on the internet where I can get facts, or I can see pictures, unredacted photos and things. Like Reddit is another place, but that's a different thing where you've got people that are like figuring stuff out. And I go on Reddit occasionally if I'm looking for like extra, but like X is my space for photos. You know what I mean? Like it's where you can see photos. And so that's the best place to find these Epstein photos. And I absolutely love it. The chat is taking off. Why? What's going on? Oh, political fighting. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. There was just a big bang from downstairs. I have no idea what's over. On the political show, we're going to talk about the shots thing. We're going to talk about COVID. We're going to talk about I'm never going to let that go. There's trauma from that. We're probably always going to weave it into the show somehow. Because I think it ruined a lot of things for a lot of people, and a lot of people aren't over it. We talked about the fundraisers. We talked about the Epstein files. We checked off a little bit of Elon Musk. The Horizon Social Chart, I just want to say, I get a lot of people listen, I just want to say one thing. Can I just say one thing about this? Please do not take this Horizon Social Chart seriously. A lot of times, a lot of the comments and a lot of the things are for entertainment value and for joking. It seems to me after I did the first one, people really like it. We're going to continue to do it until it doesn't feel right. Nobody should be taking this seriously. Nobody should. In a world of like Nick Rocco's, be like Esty when it comes to this, okay? She's like, this is funny. Let me try to move myself around. Do not act a certain way about the Horizon Social Chart. Also, do not attempt to try to get me to bring up the Horizon Social Chart on the screen during any show other than the Wednesday Bunny After Dark show. Please and thank you, okay? That's all I want to say. Don't take it too seriously. It's all for entertainment value and it's funny, although it is really how it goes in my head. Let's finish by reading some comments, and then we're going to talk about the Olivia and Flip thing once and for all. All right? Let's read some comments. Hold on, I just saw something I want to see. Let's read this because I can't see it. It says, the first one was really fun to do. The second one got real personal as far as people's thoughts, and there was too much argument about individuals. I'm feeling a certain way about it. I don't know if we need to do it every week. I don't think we do. It's funny and sometimes, but listen, also, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I may not do it for a while and then come back to it. Either way, people shouldn't take it seriously. However, it does reflect how I feel about like people in the realm of the internet, if that makes sense. I'm going to pull up some comments and read. If you have any questions, you can hold on. Yeah, there's somebody sending more Epstein pictures, some creepy decor. Somebody is saying you can't talk in the chat because you've been blocked. Hold on, let me see who this is. Oh, really? That's weird. Huh. Hold on. Who's this? Oh, this MLF lady. So listen, so one of the things, all right, we're going to talk about the Olivia stuff. So one of the things we need to talk about is this MLFP lady, okay? We have to. We have to. I feel the absolute best way to handle this situation somebody just posted this and it said, Jess Machado show, good morning. Is today the 20th? 9:04 a.m. It says, Jess Machado show, good morning, Jess. Hope you slept well. There are two of your shows you should rewatch. I easily baited you through your chat. Get Mods Fool. I got to you so much both times. You dropped everything to reply at length from a message. I own your brain at will. I don't know what that means. I don't know who this person is. I think that's very strange. I definitely use comments and things as prompts to talk and respond. And I think that's very strange and odd. If you feel like that's helpful to you, that it's very strange. Who is that? This is the weird part of doing this stuff. I'm so proud of you. It looks like the handle on X is MA Stadies Suck. It's a male picture, but let's go find them on X. And then we're going to do the Olivia thing and then we're going to go. MA Stadies Suck. I feel like that's familiar to me, but I don't know why it would be familiar. Let's try MA Stadies. Here it is. Oh, I blocked them. Oh, it's got a guy's picture, but we can't be sure if it's really a person. So this is the person. This is the guy that wrote that. His tagline says, jail for Turtle Boy, psych ward for Machado. Then we can refocus on corruption in my home, Norfolk County. Corrupt to the core, and grifters have no idea of the reality. That can't be his face because you're not going to use a fake picture that's that ugly. So I'm going to assume that's like not really you. Let me see. Oh, he seems to have a real problem with Aiden. This is obviously rooted in Aiden. Oh, he calls me mess. It's all his posts are Aiden. TB, TB, TB. What is this? Sorry, I'm doing this in real time. Time for coffee. Any chance a talented troll will show up in the meantime? The rest of you can keep going about looks and shit, but unless you can actually write using English, you're the village idiot whom I laugh at with glee. Seriously, others see the trolls run. This is very weird. So yeah, at this point, it's filled with Turtle Boy. Oh, wait, he's put up a picture. To amuse the trolls who think I'm a bot, here's a photo supporting the real goal of the standouts. I have been there a few times. I will show my face without fear of Turtle Boy and his minions. I am proud to stand out for actual justice. Never ran into Turtle Boy at the rallies. Too busy. Hold on, let me take a peek at this. Okay, there's obviously some sort of situation going on with balding. It's a little strange. Kind of weird. Anyway, I am very glad that BB Egan thinks that he, yes, I have no problem saying that I am prompted by my chat and things that people say I will respond to. I'm 100%. So strange. Okay, so just a couple things. MLP lady. So here's the thing. Something happened along the way where this person was a fan of mine, liked my stuff, and something changed. I don't know or pay attention enough to her to know what it is. She has now somehow, some way, kind of like spread her wings and gained some like traction with like this very unique facet of the crowd that is like anti-Aiden, pro Meredith, and now anti-Jess or whatever. Somebody took some time and went through and grabbed some screenshots about this lady posting about me. I see a pattern here. It's a little creepy and odd. So I think it's a real person. And if it's a real person, it's a little odd. That's the only thing I'm going to say about it. And so just for like me and like safety and weird stuff like that, like we should ignore the MLP pink lady. There's something weird there. I don't know what else to say. Is something's not right. And I don't know enough about her. So just out of like caution, we should just ignore that lady very much. Don't interact with her. I do. I have her blocked. I don't know, but like it's a fine line between when people send me stuff like so, and I love that people will say, do you want to see this? Do you not want to see this? And I always go like, it depends. And I love that people ask, but she's a real person. She is local. She has been on Spaces. It is true. There's just something not right with her. And so I personally cannot interact with that woman. It seems a little dangerous because, like this person in the chat just said, she is a real person. She is kind of local. And so there's some stuff here that we are just avoiding at all costs. So that MLP pink lady, we're going to take her off the board. We don't want to have anything to do with her. We don't want to talk about her after today. And we're just moving on from that. And that's it. This other guy, the BB Egan guy, he looks like he has a real problem just scrolling through his stuff. I blocked him obviously for some reason, but there's something going on here with this weirdo too. I got a message from a bestie. As you know, I put my phone number out there. I let people text me. I have allowed some people, I talked to some people on the phone, but like somebody messaged me and gave me an email, and I'm sure they're watching, and they sent me an email, and I get so many emails, right? That I take a quick read. I assess if this is an urgent matter. If it's not, I'm going to try to get to it. Some of them are a little weird, and I'm just like, I'm not sure what that's about. But one of these messages came to me, and it was basically asking me for my date of birth. And it had to do with like cards and reading like what do you call it? What's that thing where you read like horoscopes and stuff like that? And I'm just going to be honest with you. It was not a real name. It's a profile without a picture. And it's an email with my date of birth being questioned. So the answer, I was just like, I'm just tarot or something. I don't know. But so to me, like, I feel like, no, right? I don't want to respond to that. I don't want to give that because I have absolutely no idea. Now, I'm just going to say, like, if there's a lady in Somerset who I know who she is, and she's like, oh, I do tarot cards or whatever, and I'm going to, what's your date of birth? Maybe even then I would, but probably not. But like, this is a complete stranger on the internet, and I'm not giving my date of birth. Okay. So that person then texted me and said that I'm sure they're listening. So I want to say this for them as well. So the message was, hi, I sent you an email. Okay. Then it was, I stand behind you. 100% love you, bestie, XOXO. Still don't know who they are. Still don't know a name. Then it was yesterday. Can I call you just to ask a quick question? I don't wish to pile on. Surely you're busy, but I wish to gift you something, and I don't know if it will insult you. And I responded a little while later, and I said, hello. I said, now is not the best time, but perhaps later tonight. I was doing stuff or whatever. And then they said, hi, it's me, and their tag name, which isn't a real name. And said, I want to give you something. It is expensive, but I wish to ask you first. I'll try later. So first of all, just kind of some red flagging going on here, but whatever. And I didn't respond for a while because I was doing home things, and I got a never mind, I won't bother you again. Believe me, I get that I am not that important to occupy your time. Maybe don't encourage lonely people to contact you. To which I said, this is an inappropriate message. And they responded fine. So I would love to communicate with everybody. I try very hard to communicate with everybody, but at a lot of times I go through my own assessment and it seems like it might be a little uncomfortable, and I will say, okay, no. There may be a point where I will take it further and have a conversation. However, I just want to let everybody know, I already went through this once with someone who was texting me and said that they wished they were cuddling with me in my bed. And then when I found that person's social media, I was so scared, I called the police. So there is a certain level of, I want to connect with this situation right here. I love it. And 99.9% of the people I think are completely normal and friendly and awesome. But there is a percentage that is unknown. And then there's a smaller percentage that is ill-intentioned. And it's very easy for somebody to get wrapped up in a conversation where you're thinking this person is a friend and it's a fake I'm going to give you the best example. I'm going to read you a message and you're all going to understand where I'm coming from. I got a message from BLT Media, which is a parody account online. Seems to me like the BLT Media is aligned with all of the same things that we're talking about and how I feel. I'm sure you all know who BLT Media is, right? Okay. So BLT Media sent me a couple of things and was like, hey, in case you missed this or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And sent me something and this with some numbers. And I was like, you know me well. I'm pleased to read that. Thank you. Said, hope you're having a good night. Blah, 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 blah. Then sent me something else and was asking me and said, if you need a story, someone really needs to cover this story. This is BLT. And gave me some information. And I said, I'm, basically outlining like me coming out and saying things. Okay. You should write about this, blah, 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 and gave a bunch of stuff. And I said, are you going to tell me who you are? So at this point now I'm having a back and forth conversation with a parody account. And that person is talking to me about covering a certain story. And I said, are you going to tell me who you are? And they say, no, you should talk to so-and-so about this. She knows more. But she would be happy to tell you about it. And I said, I will engage with your posts and stuff, but I can't really converse with fake profiles. I have no idea who I'm talking to right now. And I don't know your motive. And so no offense. And they said, that's totally fair. Because I'm well aware of all the weird shit and the fake accounts do. That's why I want to stay anonymous. And that's it. So I just wanted to share that that's like an example of a trusted account where you feel like it's a weird thing, right? Like friends, we're all talking about the same thing. We seem like we're on the same side of things. Who doesn't love the BLT account? It's great, right? But when the BLT account is messaging me and was like, oh, maybe you should talk about this. So now you're kind of like asking me to talk about something. And I'm like, now what's your intention? Now you're not just a parody account. Now you're asking me to cover something and kind of like break it open. And I'm like, who are you? If you want me to do this, then tell me who you are. And then it's a no. So now I have a weird feeling about the BLT account, which is like, I don't know who you are. Case in point, Tina, that was part of Aiden's thing. How they figured out who Tina was is because she was the Mayor Neal account and she got friendly with like the John Barron account. Neither one of these people knew who each other was. And it got to a point where over time and months, they finally got Tina to send a voice memo to the John Barron account, I guess. And there you got her. And it's like, I can't talk to you unless you are a real person. Real. But I will tell you, it sucks you in because for months, BLT account is like on my side. They clearly don't like Brian. They're posting all this anti-Brian stuff. I don't like Brian, blah, 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 blah. But now I'm wondering, do they really not like Brian? Or do they really just want to suck me in so I can do things and talk to them or whatever? It is I'm constantly in a heightened sense of like pivoting all the time, which brings me to the Olivia situation. So there is a little thing that I need to clarify. I talked about it very quickly this morning or whatever, and I won't keep you too long, but I just want to be very clear about this Olivia thing, camera, on, or whatever. So look at me like settling in. So the other day I got sent copies of a group chat that Olivia and the names are out there at this point. A husband, Keith, and a wife, Jules. And these are people that I conversed with individually in regards to this Olivia Flip video. And I'm not going to share them, but I've seen them and they're legit. And it's a conversation between Olivia and these people. And like I said in the spaces the other day, watching people talk about me releasing information or releasing a video, but having a whole like other reason for it, and so flippantly and casually talking about me doing it and putting it out there and my reputation as a journalist. And by the way, I'm very cognizant that my reputation as a journalist has taken a hit while I have expanded my YouTube channel. I am confident that once we get past this year and we start the new year, that my work will speak for itself again. And you guys will be reminded of how I got to this place to begin with, which is through investigative work, journalism, and calling out corruption and things that people don't talk to. Hold on, I just want to see this. Let's read it. Jessica, I've supported you until you started talking Trump bullshit. I'm done with all the peds left or right, but this is right in our faces, and to deny is ignorant. That's okay. I won't tell you to leave, but if you're in a place where people are saying things that you don't like, I wouldn't waste one fucking minute here. I really wouldn't. Second of all, you can support me, that's fine, or not, that's also fine. That statement lends me to believe that you will be back, because everybody comes back because there's something of value here that you will want to see. And I would encourage you to stick for this, because this isn't really politics. We don't talk about that here. And I would encourage you to follow and watch the political show and then fight me, argue with me, come at me, give me what you want to say, and let's go back and forth at it. That's what the political arena is going to be for. Give me your take and let me counterpoint it. I'm happy for it. I don't mind it at all. I've been through it. I used to have a ton of libs that used to call my show. I think it's crazy for anybody to think that you're going to watch somebody on here, especially somebody that overshares everything, that is literally going to agree with every single thing that I say. That is crazy. I don't know why people think that they have to like agree with everything somebody says. That is nuts. We're not twins. And even I have one of those, and we don't agree on everything. There is no way you're going to sit here and you're going to go, oh my God, every single solitary thing Jess Machado says, I agree with. Why would we think that? And why would it be bad if we disagreed on something? Okay, I don't really know what to tell you. Good to have two sides of things. I like to argue. Okay, so let me pull up text message that I'm going to read, and I'm not going to share, but I'm going to read out loud for the first time. So I think a lot of people feel as if there is some sort of like journalistic integrity here about sharing the information that I got from Jules and Keith. And I just want to let you know that to me, and I will defend this, and I think it's in time it'll be seen, this wasn't about breaking a story. This wasn't about showing corruption. This was not that. This was some people that had some sort of a plan to do something, and they brought me into it without me knowing the full scope of what was going on. That's very different. I said it this morning. There are certain things that I get tips all the time, and I don't share where they come from. I think because sometimes it infects people's jobs and their work, and I don't want them to get figured out. I hold on to things until I know that the risk is gone, then I can share it. We're not seeing any articles or things or investigative work or anything since I've done the YouTube. But again, that's for a reason. You're going to see that coming out later. And I know it's going to make some people like, hey, what are we doing or whatever. This is a very different situation here. This is very different where people are sharing or asking me to share information, not for anything else other than some weird shit that they've got going on. And I don't know what that is yet. I don't know what the thing, but I'm going to pull up my messages between myself and Jules, and I'm going to read them to you so everybody can see. Okay. So if you're not following this, I understand some people aren't, but a lot of people are. So just so you know, I shared a video, an audio of Joe Flipperhead, who a lot of you knew in the Karen Reed thing. He made funny videos or whatever. And Olivia, who is someone that has been kind of giving commentary on the Karen Reed thing and has been like a part of, I think, Aiden's case. I don't even really know exactly. For the record, I recently brought this up because of some of the stuff that's been going online to Aiden, and he was very clear. I cannot speak to you about anything in regards to Olivia, and I've never spoken to him about it other than the very first day I talked to him when he asked me to release the video. So on September 29th, I got a text message from a number I did not know, and it said, "Hi, Jess. I'm reaching out as I can authenticate the audio recording. I need to remain anonymous, but I'm willing to talk as Olivia has become a good friend of mine." And the person, I responded, I said, "Who's this?" And they said, "Can you talk on the phone?" And I said, "Yes." And then I had a phone call with this person, if I am correct. She gave her name. And then she shared some screenshots with me from Joe Flipperhead. And I believe her. She showed me a screenshot of Olivia Lamb's Instagram, which I saw was private, but this was a screenshot of Olivia's Instagram itself, so I could see photos and things. So obviously I could see what I believe this person could see. She gave me her full name, and then she sent me a screenshot of a phone record, which I believe between her and Nick Miller. A photo of Nick Miller. And then we had a phone conversation somewhere after this. Okay. Still, I was not sure who Olivia was. I still was trying to, there's a lot going on at the time. Olivia's a fake person. Somebody's not a fake. I don't know. So while I was authenticating all of this, and by the way, this is all after Aiden called me and asked me to share the audio and said it was going to get sent to me. A picture of someone who looked like Olivia was on Facebook or Instagram, and it was this one here. And I sent her a picture, that picture, and like, "Is this her?" And she said, "No, that is not her. I was just on the phone with her." And I asked her, and she said she has never met him in person. "I just added you on Facebook. So you could see that I am a real person, LOL. My married name is blah, blah, blah on it." And she says, "Do you want me to connect you to Olivia?" And at that time I said, "Not unless she feels the need." And she goes, "I'm trying to support everyone. Make sure that you feel covered and good about everything. I was on the phone with her when you posted this and we read it together." And so just so you know, in between those first texts and this is when I spoke to this woman, and she told me that she had just spoken with Olivia. Olivia wanted it out there and everything. And so here, after I posted it, is the text message that says, "We were on the phone together when you posted it and we read it together." And I said, "Oh, I don't care if people come at me." Because again, I really appreciate you, and no, Olivia does as well, because this whole thing is fucked up and she literally hasn't been sleeping because of it. And I said, "It's unfortunate. I hope this shines some light on what she has dealt with and it helps." She clearly has much support. So I just want to say, like, my frame of mind at the time when this was going on was Aiden wanted me to share this because Joe Flipperhead was talking about the Karen Reed audio that Aiden had. And he was talking about it, and Aiden was like, "What a fucking hypocrite." right? Here you are recording somebody else yourself. So you're a hypocrite. And also that he thought it was going to distract from everybody talking about the Karen Reed thing, but like asked me to do it. I did not know from Aiden that Olivia and these people wanted this video out. I didn't know, and I still don't know the reason why they wanted it, but I'm just telling you, like, this subplot was basically like these people were going to like confirm, authenticate, and reassure me that Olivia wanted it out. Because yes, I would do this for Aiden, but like also there's got to be certain things here. You know what I mean? Like I need to know. And she said, I hope so too. It's sad because I don't think she realized how bad of a situation she was in. Backstory I didn't share with you. First trial, I think it was Braden Carney or one of those accounts found this article of Olivia's grandfather who had died in a wildfire in California and was saying stuff like, you should have died with your grandfather, etc. And it seriously freaked her out. And she made everything super private after that. I just didn't respond at that point. Just to let you know, I was like, I fucking did my part here and I'm done. This is on Tuesday, September 30th. She texted me again and she said, this is so wild. I feel bad he is blaming Nurse Kim. And at that point, I said, I think they have their story confused. I think what I meant to say was, I think they thought that Kim had the Karen or heard or had the Karen Reed Aiden audio. And so I said, like, there was something on there where somebody was blaming her. I maybe commented on it. And this woman texted me and I was like, they're confused. Because by this point, the situation was that like Kim had heard the audio for Karen and Aiden. And so I was just like, I think that they're thinking that it's confused. And she goes, yeah, that makes sense. But I can't imagine her releasing that unless she shared it with Nick. She went on to say, it's actually wild. I went to her live show and I was on the phone with Olivia on the way there. And she told me to tell her, she said hi. And she was like, wait, she's a real person? I knew at that moment that she had been talking to Nick, so I'm not totally surprised about this. So I'm assuming at that point she was talking about Kim. I did not know. I don't know. They sent me a link to an account. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to get out of this. Oh, hold on. Let me click on it. It's a link to this person going and meeting Kim. Her and her husband meeting Kim at an event. Okay, I didn't remember that. So she sent me, oh shit, see, this is what I knew was going to happen. I was going to get out of the text part of it. So yeah, so it's a link to her saying that okay, so now let me read that again. She's actually wild. I went to her live show and I was on the phone with Olivia on the way there and she told me to tell her, she said hi and she was like, wait, she's a real person? And I knew at that moment she had been talking to Nick, so I'm not totally surprised about this. That is all over my head. I'm very sorry. I don't really know. So then I responded, I spoke with Olivia last night for quite a bit. And she went on the phone and I said, yes. And she goes, I'm glad. She needs all the support she can get. Isn't she the sweetest? Doesn't it all make sense now what I was telling you about her? So she connected me to Olivia. She gave Olivia's my phone number or something like that. And then she said, so this is the following day after the audio was out. She says, well, my husband wasn't the one who emailed you or talked to you on the phone. I can almost guarantee that he sent it, and I think she means Nick, to Kerry True Crime or Chloe Albert account. I would say, you don't know who that is. I said, he's all over the place. This was Nick. And she said, I think he's actually manic. Our only concern really is, and I'm going to skip all over this part because it's personal. I said, I'm not responding. And she said, okay, thank you. And I said, I did my part. I'm moving on. Every time we talk about this, I get more and more confused. I'm just reading these text messages between me and this mom. She said, thank you. I appreciate you. I apologize for the smoke. I blame Aiden because when we were talking about it, we were just going to do it anonymously until he called. I did not really look at that. Well, we wouldn't do it publicly, but like that whole thing right there, now looking back on it, I didn't realize like what was the I read that as like they were going to post it for Aiden. You know what I mean? Not like they were going to post it. I still didn't figure that out. This whole thing is so weird. I said, so now days later, I said, this is not for me to share publicly, but I really need to know who sent me the email of the recording. And I just did not know. Now, by the way, the only reason I'm reading these screenshots is because this particular part right here is on the internet, which means this woman took this message and screenshotted a part of it and gave it to Kim because Kim shared this. So I'm just going to let you know right now, like I have never up until this week, ever shared these messages. I still have them, but I've never shared them. I would never share them. Nobody out there has a screenshot of these. I never shared it with people. But this week, Kim shared this section of this chat. And I was like, okay, so the person I'm texting clearly doesn't value privacy because they are sharing it. It was posted. So at that point, I was like, well, there's some parts missing. You know what I mean? So here I am on Wednesday, the 1st, still clearly being confused about who actually sent it to me because I thought I didn't think it was Aiden. And she responds, neither of us. And I say, wild. And then she said, I can't believe Kim posted that without redacting her husband's name. And I said, I just saw. And she said, like, she wants to save face so much to who? Flipperhead and the trolls? Like people, like who fucking cares about those people? And I said, I believe it was her that sent it to me because Aiden told me Kim had it or heard it. And she said, which would be even more fucked up. And I said, yep. Again, I was at this point in time still maintaining, like I did my part. I helped out Aiden. I helped out Olivia, I guess, but like it wasn't even, I didn't think I was helping her out. It was more or less like I had her permission. I'm being honest, I just didn't care about all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's funny that this woman was like shit talking Kim, but then like shared only a part of our messages. So I just feel like transparency is good here. And then she sent me some pictures of her kids. The following day, Thursday, October 2nd, she says, hi, I have no way of contacting Nurse Kim. I know Olivia had messaged her, but didn't seem to do anything. It didn't seem to do anything. You can see my husband and my full names on those text messages, and like she's made her point. I don't know if you have a way to contact her or connect me with her to ask her to please take those messages down. My DMs definitely go to that other mailbox because I'm like a no one on X. It is so disappointing. My husband and I went to her live shows. She even held my baby. I did not respond to her at all. Another day later, the 3rd. My husband and I just had a spiritual experience listening to you on Spaces. Just now, you are a legend. I admire you so much. And I said, I am just so tired of these people. Everybody is a fake liar, all fake liars. She said, yeah, no kidding. Everybody is trying to save their own asses. Your level of integrity is something everyone should take note of and try to incorporate as clearly as everyone has lost themselves and or shown their true colors. I'm just not sure. I said, well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And then says, I hope you take some time for you this weekend. It has been quite an eventful week. Day after that. Jess, I am dead. Your husband, every time he laughs, I cannot handle a laugh. We all need to hang out. I did not respond to that one either. Sunday, October 5th. Hi. So I FaceTimed Olivia today for hours, LOL, and screenshotted our FaceTime. We want to post, but I'm afraid people will say something about something. And I said, hi. And I think she said because her child was in it. Also, she is the real Olivia, which is going to be wild for some people. I said, is that a backhanded way of asking me to post it because ... And I was basically like, are you asking me to do something else here? And she goes, oh no, I'm just trying to pre-warn you so I have a badass bitch slap back at anyone who says anything about, I think this is her child. And so I did an emoji of me typing. Keith said, no, we don't want you to post. We just need warriors ready. And you are the one. And I said, well, I'm ready to post if called upon. I've never been more impressed by anyone. You have been slaying the whole X game. You literally have been learning from you. I said, nope, just a regular girl. Trust me. Like, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with you. You just tell me how it is and I'd have to face it. I said, I'm just a girl who likes to chit chat. And then it just goes on a little bit about memes and stuff like that. And so Not sure we get really into anything else about that, but I think those things are all relevant. She sent me a post on October 25th and said, "Hi, I'm sure you saw a post about Olivia." I said, "No." She goes, "Oh boy." I said, "I'm live right now. I haven't been on in the morning." She asked if I could talk. And I said, "What is it about? Can you send it to me?" Sent me some stuff. And so all of this is just whatever. On Tuesday or Thursday of this week, I texted her and I said, "Why did you share my text with you to Kim?" And she did not respond. So while I know that's over a lot of people's heads, it's not for some people. It's also not for the people that are involved in this. Those are my messages. I would never share messages between me and this person, but they clearly shared our text messages. I just want everybody to understand my part in this here was I didn't know there was anything going on. I didn't know Olivia was trying to do something. I don't understand why, if there was a audio of being recorded and Olivia was aware of it, why instead of it going to the internet or chatting with Aiden about it and asking them to, or asking me to put it out, why you just didn't put that together and go to the police with it. I just don't understand. I have no idea. So is Olivia a real, I'm joking, or like LOL, like, yes, I guess, but like, it's crazy. Like, because here she is telling me Olivia and I were on the phone and we were talking. And so that clearly is like, okay, this person's real. But then like later on, she's like, "Oh, I FaceTime Olivia. I just want to let you know, like, she's real." And I'm going, in my head, I'm going, wait, was she not fucking real last week? Like, it's just so fucking weird. I just want to let everybody know, like, if this case moves forward, because he has been charged with wiretapping and all of this stuff like that, like, I'm just going to let you know, like, this is weird fucking shit. Okay. This is weird stuff, weird things. This is beyond me. This is weird beyond you. Like, weird fucking shit. I regret ever getting involved in this situation with the Olivia and Flip audio. I have regrets beyond. Did I get duped? 100%. Because what you guys didn't see, or what you don't know, is what I found out about just the other day. And let me pull that up for you. And I will read it, and I will not say it, show it, but I will read it to you. Like, fuck me, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, so then I get this great screenshot of messages, and it's a group chat between Olivia and this husband and this wife. Okay. And it says, that has nothing to do with me. Then you scroll and it says, I'll actually read exactly. Here's this. It says, I don't know who the person is whose messages they are. But on the left, you see this woman that I talked about and Olivia Lamb. He still catches bodies on something account daily, on that account daily. That's the first thing I see. And then Julie says, "Love him. So glad it's him because he will do this right." Sounds to me like there's somebody else that's getting involved. And then Olivia says, "What do you guys think of this for the text?" And Olivia puts a text of, it looks like something that they are going to post online. And the text says, "Last week, this account called out Dr. Turtleboy for allegedly wiretapping Karen Reed," which reminded me, he sent around this illegally wiretapped phone call he recorded of a convo between him and Olivia Lambo. So just so you know, I can't show it to you, but this is a group chat with this wife, and I'm assuming her husband, and Olivia Lambo. And Olivia Lambo is asking this couple, "What do you think about this post?" And she's going to post it. And it's, "Last week, Joe Flipper had called out Dr. Turtleboy for allegedly wiretapping Karen Reed," which reminds me, he sent around this illegally wiretapped phone call. So this is a post that she's going to post somewhere. "It's hard to listen to as he abuses Olivia for 13 straight minutes. Hey, Nick, you need mental help and probably a really good lawyer." And the person who is getting this text goes, "Sheesh, that's going to make some balloon knots leak." And then Olivia responds, "And then maybe, ... why he thought this was a good idea to send to anyone, I still don't know." Like, that's what she would write. Then Julie goes, "Let's go. Hype." I think leave it at that, the first part. Oh, right, because you have to post multiple posts. the person is saying to her. And Olivia responds, haha, yeah, I ain't asking Shawnee to pay for a premium burner account. I don't know if anybody knows what that means. That means nothing to me. And the wife says, one word comes to mind, hypocrite. And then the wife says, this will be excellent to get out during the live. Just so you know, this is where I'm at. I'm reading this the other day. I think I got sent this on Thursday. And I'm like, this is a whole thing. And while this is happening, I'm being asked to put this out. It gets better. And Olivia says, yes, okay, here's part 1. Sorry, I'm going as fast as possible, LOL. And then there is a picture of a Joe Flipperhead looks like live stream, it says. And the person, I'm assuming the husband, says, okay, I'll send them as I get them. And then he's sending screenshots of things. And then Olivia is showing another part of Joe Flipperhead, part 2. And then the wife says, someone just did a turtle chat on TB's live and their name was Olivia's Ghost Tour, which I thought was hilarious. So that's our group chat name. I'm pretty sure I told Sean I was pregnant before my family. And by the way, the name of this chat is called Olivia's Ghost Tour. So then it says, Olivia Lambo says, laughed my fucking ass off. Sorry, guys. I think my friend freaking clipped the part out about ending things. So now I'm going to go back through to make sure he didn't. LOL. I'm so annoyed. Fuck, he freaking did remove it. I'm so annoyed. I'm sorry, you guys. This is Olivia. And it's about that video clip of Flip. And then Olivia says, I'm redoing the remainder. So sorry. You guys, I'm so sorry. My friend did this all wrong. LOL. And I really didn't want anything removed. I don't know why he did that without telling me. Ugh. And the husband goes, it's all good. Olivia goes, wait, did Aiden say fuck Nan genuinely? LOL. And she puts in parentheses like Nan Gallagher. And Julie goes, no clue. And Olivia goes, okay, I don't want to keep you guys up. I know it's getting late. So please don't feel like you need to stay up if, ha ha ha. The husband says, we're watching something right now and may make it all the way through, but we'll let you know if we tap out. Obviously, so this is the husband. Julie says, I'm invested in getting this information out there. And Olivia goes, okay, guys, getting there. I'm sorry. And Olivia goes, okay, part 3. And Julie goes, how many parts are there? Olivia sends part 3. And she says 7 now instead of 6, LOL. And the husband goes, I just sent it, but we are about to KO. Both of us are nodding out. We should continue in the AM. I get up at 4:30. I'll send the rest then. So then Olivia sends part 4 and part 5. And the husband says, okay, keep it coming. 2 more. And then she sends part 6 and she goes, haha, love you guys. And then sends part 7. And she goes, did you guys ghost out? LOL. No. LOL. Well. And then it looks like the couple tapped out. Olivia was still going. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, the husband says, just sent the last one. Olivia liked it or hearted it. And she goes, slight change in plans. And this is Monday, September 29th at, it looks like something early AM. And she goes, slight change in plans. And she puts 2 monkey face emojis. And the husband says, sent it all to Leah Foley instead. LOL. I'm down. Who's Leah Foley? And Olivia goes, ha ha ha. How'd you know? And then, oh, I think they're joking. Like, is Leah Foley a joke? I think that's a joke. And then the husband goes, have Auntie Deb read it in Yuri's voice on YouTube. Like, I think he's joking, like as like an option. And she goes, oh, damn, that's actually more brilliant than what I was about to say. This is Olivia. And she goes, but, ... Spoke to Aiden after his show last night, and he just gotten off the phone with Jess Machado, which gave us the idea to have her release it. What do you think? And the husband goes, oh, fuck yeah. A real journalist with credibility who protects sources versus source on your mom, LOL. And Olivia Lamb goes, oh yeah, Leah Foley is the AJ. Yeah. Olivia goes, ha 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 ha. Dude, you got to hand it to Shawnee though. That was some impressive work. fountain of truth. Julie responds, hell yeah, this is going to be great. Like, these people are getting excited about me not knowing that they have a plan to get this audio out here for whatever their reason is. And I'm like a dumb fucking idiot thinking I'm just helping Aiden. And Aiden is talking to Olivia, and they come up with this idea, and they're like, how about we just have Jess Machado do it? So while I'm over here really weighing out in my mind, like, do I release this? Let me make sure it's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really feeling like, also like, my friend's asking me to do this and I really should help him, because honestly, I was worried that he was going to get all fucked up with the Karen Reed audio. I was willing to do this for him, to help him while I'm going through these feelings of like weighing my options and should I do it. These fucking weirdos are in a group chat celebrating, like, let's have, oh, she's FBI, thank you. Like, let's have Jess Machado do it, and then getting pumped up about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why when I read this Thursday night, I got it. It changed everything for me. That's why I went on that. Brian LTL put it up, like he snipped me saying 2026 is all about me and my blah, 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 blah. He left out that this is what I had talked about just before that. I won't even look at my face, because I'm like, this is watching this go on. You very rarely get this kind of insight. Watching people get all hyped and celebrated about using me for some sort of a plan made me so fucking mad, angry in a way that, you guys, listen, when I'm angry and I'm ranting on here and I'm going rah, 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 that's not real angry. The real anger you will never see. Never, because I'm plotting. So like, Nan doesn't get me really angry. LTL doesn't get me really angry. It doesn't get me angry. This gets me so angry, because my good heart and my good faith and my good willingness to help a friend was being so fucking used and exploited. It's like, how did this get out? I got this in a message. Somebody sent this to me, and I can't share where it came from. And that's the kind of a source I will protect. I will never share who sent me this. Sharing those text messages between Julie and I, that wife, she had already shared it with Kim or somebody else. So once you do that and you break that seal, we're done. Like, we can't cherry pick what part of our text messages are private or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're done. We're done. So this is, and by the way, this isn't being a source protector. This is me like being roped into something, a part of some plan to fucking fuck with people. That's not how you use a journalist. That's not how, whatever. Let me just keep reading it for consistency. The wife goes, hell yeah, this is going to be great. And then the wife goes, do you have the video for him to send? One of my favorite videos is that Shawnee put out. And the name of the account is Shawnee Sean. I don't know who that is. You guys will know, I won't. So then there is, I didn't even see this. So then there is the husband sending a screenshot of my post after, and it's my post, and it's the one where I share the email from Aiden, but I didn't know at the time it was Aiden. And he writes, holy fuck. And Olivia goes, oh my God, ha, ha, ha. Sorry, I've been working and meant to text you guys sooner. Would you mind emailing or messaging Jess and telling her that Nick Flipperhead also sent the illegally recorded audio to you back in July? And can you send her the audio, but ask for it to remain anonymous? Jess will protect you as a source. And the husband says, of course, I will DM her right now. And Olivia says, thank you so much. And then she says, I don't know why that email says that call happened at 3 a.m. It definitely didn't. I guess whoever sent it was mixing that up with how Nick had called my parents at 3 a.m. the night before. And then the husband asked, fuck you people, dude. How detailed should I get with Jess?
If you want, you can mention to her, Olivia says, if you want, you can mention to her how Nick was trying to recruit you or persuade you to investigate me or however you want to qualify it, LOL. And he says, yeah, I will. I will offer the screenshot from my text thread with him to validate, but she can't post it and I will send her the audio. And Olivia says, I don't think you need to get too detailed, whatever you think is appropriate. And then there's a screenshot of something else there. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's his message to me. And Olivia responds, perfect. So for those who matter, I read you the text messages between Jules and I. I read you that whole thing. I have no text messages or anything between Aiden and I about this, other than the one that Meredith dropped, which is a screenshot of my conversation with Aiden, where he asks me if I will release it. I respond one word, yes. He sent that screenshot to Meredith, and then Meredith posted it, which outed me as being the person who agreed to do this for Aiden. So that's out there. This thing I just read to you is out there. Jules and Keith are a husband and a wife that are friends with Olivia. Now, is it possible that that couple has been duped by Olivia? I have no idea. Who knows? But that's that. Aiden had his own reason for me putting it out there, and it was to get back at Joe Flipperhead for making hypocritical statements. It was also to detract from what was going on with this Karen Reed audio at the time. Then this couple messaged me out of the blue. By the way, I have no text messages with this woman beforehand. I wasn't friends with her. I didn't know her. I had no messages with the husband. He messaged me for the first time out of the blue. This whole thing was concocted behind the scenes with Olivia Lambo, this couple, Aiden, and then they brought me into it. I released the audio, which ultimately ended up being the one mark on my reputation, because I lied and said that Aiden didn't ask me. And so that is why I am so upset about this. That is why I have been very angry about this. This is why I'm upset, because I in my best interest compromised my values one time for what I thought was right. And it is crazy to think that it was actually not about that at all. And that where people were so flippantly laughing, joking, getting hyped up about using me and my platform to put this out there. My take, Olivia is an asshole, 100%. Does Aiden know? I have absolutely no proof that, like, what they talked about, I have no idea. Like, that's not in here. I've never talked to Aiden about it. He will not talk to me about Olivia in any way, because I think it has something to do with his case. And it's crazy that that screenshot that Aiden sent of our conversation went to Meredith. Meredith posted it, and it outed me for lying about it. So it just goes to show I fucked up. I shouldn't have done it. Don't think for 1 second that I didn't think about not doing it. I said yes. I shouldn't have done it. And to know that it all had this whole other subplot and this whole other thing is very upsetting to me. So that's why when you see me say subpoena me, I have no love for any of the people in these messages. I don't care about that husband and wife. I don't care about Olivia. I don't care about them at all. They used me. They took my willingness to help and be nice, and never the fuck again. Never again. And you know what? Maybe I'm not a good independent journalist. Maybe I'm going to be a better commentator. Maybe I'm going to take the Sue O'Connell route and just talk and share and whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm this close to crying, but I will not allow it. I'm all set. I don't know if Aiden has known. Again, I've never spoken to him about it. He will not talk to me about it. He's very disciplined with that. I brought it up recently. I brought this up when I talked to him the other day after the whole Kim and getting all the shrapnel from that. And yeah, so. That's that. So this will probably be the last time I talk about this because I have other things that I want to do in regards to this. And these, that's not a threat. That's just how I'm going to be handling it. And I feel very bad about it. I feel bad in a lot of ways. More than any of the people involved in this, I feel bad that people who really trusted me, like, and I love that everybody's like, we forgive you and we get it and the context is there or whatever. But there are people who are like, this is a deal breaker for me. It's also something that I'm going to have to try to recover over time in regards to my reputation about stories and stuff. It's definitely going to, because I've had to come clean about it and talk about it. It definitely means that leads will dry up. People will always question, should I send her something because she's going to share it or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, it's the ripples of this. It can't blame them. I have to take ownership for it, but also absolutely fuck you people. Don't ever talk to me again. You see me, walk somewhere else. Don't. In real life, if I ever saw you, I'm getting right up in front of your face and I'm going to say to you, like, how fucking dare you? I'll never see these people. I'll never see these people. I feel very relieved about it. I did add even more depth to it. I got a message from Joe Flipperhead last night. I'll read it. Because at this point, if anybody in the realm of all of this messages me, just know it's public because you guys are all whatever. Somebody just sent me a message and said, let go and let God. Let me get the message from Joe Flipperhead. He said, hey, Jess, it's Nick Flip. I still have your number from when we spoke previously because, again, I spoke with him on that day. I just wanted to reach out because I saw your show. I want you to know that I don't blame you at all for doing what you did by publishing that call. At the time, I wasn't a fan of it, but I do understand. I've told you this before, but I think it says a lot about a person's character if they can admit when they're wrongs and speak on things that nobody else will. So thank you. Hopefully this can all be resolved eventually down the road because it's unhealthy for everyone and it's been going on for far too long. I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. It's a shame about the Chiefs. Sad we won't see you guys in February. Was hoping for another easy win. Go Birds, because he's obviously from Pennsylvania. So, all right. That's that. Let's read some starred comments. We love you. We love Oh, we read that one. Hi. I was a Catholic schoolgirl too, and we were crazy. More girl fights than the guys. Facts. Right? There's something weird about us. Elon gave us back free speech. MAGA New Hampshire voter. Yay. Thank you. Forgive yourself and let go. We need a beaver moon ceremony about this. I think we need a beaver moon ceremony about this. This whole thing has been particularly draining because I always feel like I put myself in the fray in some of the drama willingly. This one, I didn't even actively get in there. Does anybody have any questions you want to text me? We're gonna go. We're gonna be done. If you're too far, okay. We're gonna be done. Let me check in just in case there were any Venmos or anything because I always forget to do that. Krista sent me $50 in PayPal. Thank you very much, Krista. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate people supporting my job here. Okay, thank you. All right. So I think that's it. I'm going to read some questions too because I saw some earlier. Oh, unboxing. That's it. Let's end with that. I got to call Jeffrey though and get it. Stand by. It's on the table downstairs. Hi. There's 3 packages on the kitchen table, the dining room table. Can you bring them up to me so I can unbox them? I couldn't carry them upstairs before I had my coffee and stuff. Thank you. Okay. Let me see if there's any texts or comments or whatever. This is a weird day. We're gonna end with a fun unboxing. Somebody sent me this picture. It's in. There's just something. This thing. I absolutely love it. I don't even. I'm not sad and upset. I am drained. I'm drained from this week. I'm drained from all of it. I just want you to know. I hope people don't think I'm abandoning them, but we got to figure out a plan for Wednesday. It's Christmas Eve. We can't do a bun after dark. Can we do bunny after dark Friday night? What does everybody think about that? What's the vibe? I forgot I brought myself a muffin over here. Fine. Now, is there... Somebody set me up with some stuff on the internet.
I had to sign for a package for Jack.
That is very important. That is his girlfriend's Christmas gift. Is Jack here? He's probably still in bed because he worked late. That is a very expensive gift for Abby. Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you did that. Yeah, Jeff signed for it for you. Thank you. Can you take these? Can you take those 2 things down for me? Is everything okay downstairs? I'm done. We're gonna do an unboxing, then I'm gonna be done. Okay.
Really cleaned it up.
Okay. All right. Hi, Quincy. I didn't realize how no, not you. Thank you. I didn't realize how
More baby.
did somebody just say Thursday is Christmas Eve? What day is Christmas Eve? What day is Christmas Eve? Why is somebody saying Christmas Eve is Thursday? Christmas Eve is Wednesday. Christmas is Thursday. So we could do Bunny After Dark on Friday, the 26th. I don't know. I didn't see. Does anybody want to do? I'll let you know. I'll let you all know. We have 3 unboxing items. Shit. Somebody else sent Holly, and also Amy sent me, dropped the thing in my mailbox, and it's a Taylor Swift ornament. And then I took it from my mailbox and I put it in my car in the console, and then I put it in the console in the sunroom, and I forgot to get it. We have 3 unboxings. I am sorry I look sad and low energy. If you're getting here late, I'm run down and I have no makeup. I know once I get off from here with you guys and I just refocus a little bit, not that, just don't get me wrong. I love this and I love the besties. Jeff didn't say hi to us. He's in a bad mood. Probably. It's just welcome to my world, just so you know. Don't take it personally. I don't, so you can't. Yes, I'm taking oh, you want to skip Bunny After Dark this week? We can do that. We can skip, go offline for a week. Will you all do it too, though? Will you all go offline for a week? He didn't say hi to you guys. I know. Also, just nothing for nothing. It's been like a tough week listening to his wife talk about Nurse Kim drama and stuff like that. Only problem with Amazon things is there's no name. The gift receipt. They're socks, and they say, I have plans with my bunny on them? What? This is great. I think Brian LTL really gets to him because I think Brian, he watches every one of my shows. Hi Brian, how are you? I hope that you have a very good holiday season spent with people that really like you and care for you. I think what really gets to Brian is that we have found a way to connect, me and my followers and my listeners. And I think he sees, because I know Brian, he's so driven by money. You have these? I think he's so driven by money and views and YouTube success, but in the wrong ways, that I think what really gets to him is when he sees people donate to me, when he sees people gift me things. I think it unlocks some sort of weird jealousy in him that he has never been able to have that kind of connection with people. Even when he ultimately did like an in-studio thing and brought people in, it wasn't, it's just, it didn't, maybe it was, for those of you who were there, I don't know who was really there, but like maybe it was some sort of like moment, but I'm just thinking that like, I think it really, really gets to him that there's a connection between me and my followers that he could never even try to cultivate. And I think there's a jealousy very deep there that causes him to lash out and act out every time. Mike Crawford equally doesn't like me, but I think it's more rooted in the financial part of it. I don't think he cares about like the connection or anything like that. He just doesn't seem to care, but like, you know what I mean? So I think this particular part of my show really enrages him. And how I feel about it with Brian is everybody was okay to listen to Brian and some of these content creators, even though their shows weren't great. I see so many times people say, I liked Brian, but it wasn't great. I think the problem is there wasn't an option. And then people were like, wait, we have options. Wait, we can have fun. Wait, we can joke and we can laugh and we can genuinely cry. I would rather watch that than watch somebody in a pocket square live stream somebody else's shit, not be able to read a sentence and not even really add anything to their lives. You watched it more from an informational point of view, not for an entertainment point of view. And I think he understands that now because he sucks and he's boring. If it's a Coke bag, when is this? Let's skip a week and detach. I will miss you all though. What's in this? It's a bunny keychain. And it says life is better with besties. I have a similar one to this, believe it or not. But look. It's a bun bun. I think it is. Leave this one here so I can see it. Thank you, besties. I have one more unboxing. There may be unboxings. So this is a weird time of year with unboxings because there's all different people delivering and stuff, and they don't deliver in the right spots. Like I work hard for the bunny t-shirt was like outside around the side of the porch. Like it's random. Whoever comes just drops things off. So sometimes I will have Jeff do a periodic look. There may be things all over the place, but I also got this one. This one has fragile written on it. I don't know what it is. Let's open. Let's open. How's everybody? Okay? Are we good? I love everything that everybody sends to me. I always, when I get a gift like this, I think of somebody actually taking the time to do it. And I like, that's what gets me. I also really would like to display them. We still have to go get the stuff from the studio. I've kind of hit a lull with that and I can't. I have to finish. Because the person that gave me the studio isn't going to throw anything away. He's going to move it to a storage unit. And I don't want his guys to do any of that extra work. It's just a weird time of year to be doing that. And also I am officially hitting the era where I don't even want to see it because I'm so sad about it. You know? I'm an idiot. I have scissors. What am I doing? I'm trying to do it with a pen. Fragile. What's in this? What's in it? Also, I want to say thank you to my mods who are amazing and have made life much better for me. And I trust them very much with my brand and all of the things. And so thank you, mods. What is this? Jess, to add to your collection, hope it's one you don't already have. From Leanne, wishing you the best of the season. Collection? What is this? It's a Pyrex. And no, I do not have this one. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing condition. I'm also wearing. Thanks, bestie. Thanks, besties. I don't have it. We're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem with items and things. Look at this one. It's a really good. It's great. Can we have a Red for Dallas watch party? He is having Altman on. I am very happy to address that. It's a bad note though. So I just want to let you know, I know we've talked about it, but if you're new here, I collect vintage Pyrex and I always scoop out Savers and Salvation Army. The older, the better. I just really love Pyrex. It's just very nostalgic for me. My very first Pyrex was one that my grandmother had, and I got it when she moved in with my mom. And so I've always had it. It reminds me of when I was a kid, and it's just expanded from that. And so my eye catches Pyrex everywhere. When we did that estate sale, there was a green Pyrex. I added that. Even if it's a double, it doesn't matter. They're just so rare. But I use them every day. I would never keep them and not use them. I use them every day whenever I'm cooking. Like a lot of the things I cook, like I have to cut up in advance or whatever, whenever you're cooking, I put them in those bowls. I serve in the bowls. I use them every day, all the time. So I will use this all the time. It's perfect. I currently have a white Pyrex on my kitchen table with cuties in them, like the little small oranges. Is there a football game on or something now? Because Jeff is just yelling, but it sounds like there's. Anyway, thank you. I love them. I can't wait to use it. This is actually. What is happening downstairs? Anyway, I will be happy to end on this note. So, Jen Altman, some people know from here, her account is gone. Jen Altman has a Facebook page called Alties Unite. And I have multiple people in that group. I'm not in it. And one in particular person will send me a screenshot of whenever there is a post just about me. That's the only thing that they ever send me. And I am a little concerned at how frequently the posts are about me. It's pretty weird at this point. And so I guess on this week there was a post and it said, Jess, hold on, let me grab it. I'll just read it really quickly. Meow, 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 meow. 1 year ago yesterday, I saw Hamilton with my daughters. So we're poor. The poors can't afford Hamilton. And Georgia absolutely loves Hamilton, and Julia loves Hamilton, but Georgia knows every word of every song of Hamilton. And obviously, it came out years ago when she was in school. They played it, and she really loved it. And so finally, last year, I was able to take my daughters to go see Hamilton. And it's like core memory, I know, for Georgia. And yesterday morning, she was like, last year at this day, we went to go see Hamilton. And I was like, I know. And it was great. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, Facebook, thinking about Facebook because it was on my Facebook memories. Jen Altman posted, I will be discussing Jess Machado and telling the real truth about her on Ray from Dallas Monday at 1 p.m. I've had enough of this disgusting excuse of a mother and a woman. I'm going to tell everything about her. I know you'll be listening, Jessica. Jen, I just want to let you know, like, there is absolutely nothing on this God's green earth that would ever get me to listen to a live stream 2 days before Christmas Eve that Ray for Dallas put out with you on it. I don't know how else to say this to you. There is not a fucking chance in hell that I will be watching it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how else to tell you. Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. in the middle of the fucking day, I'm going to be at Rentham and I'm going to be doing Christmas shopping for my children with my payout from YouTube, because everything I bought is great, but I will have more money. And so I'm going to go buy my kids a bunch of stuff. That's what I'll be doing at 1 p.m. We will most likely let Georgia be in control of the aux. Is that how you say it? The AUX, the aux. And we will be enjoying and having a wonderful time. And I will not at one bit of my life be thinking about you and what you're doing at all. At all. I also think it is absolutely sad and pathetic that 2 days before Christmas, that your life exists in such a manner and way that that is how you are carving out time the week of Christmas to talk about me. It is concerning. It is sad. It is weird. It gives weird vibes. I don't know what else to say about that other than you would never in a million years fucking catch me doing that, ever. Number three, who the fuck does a live stream at 1 o'clock on a Monday? Who does that? I don't know. 4, this gives vibes about talking about my family. And so just to be completely transparent, I sent 2 text messages about this to people. The first was I sent to Aiden and I said, if your friend talks about my children, my husband, my marriage, I will never speak to you again. And then Aiden called me immediately after. And the reason for that is Jen Altman is his friend. And so if your friend talks about my children, my husband, or my marriage, I will never speak to you again. And I sent the second message that was identical to that to the Glare, because all I have been told is that Ray from Dallas is here because of the Glare. I don't know if that's true. I don't even know if Ray from Dallas is real. This video of Ray from Dallas, that's not enough for me. I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm going to say this. If that's your friend, or you brought that person to this realm and you're allowing somebody, you can listen. I was very clear. Jen Altman can talk a live stream about my politics, my repos, my foreclosure, me being poor, my political stuff, anything, my body, people in Somerset who hate me because I know Holly McNamara is all hyping her up and shit. Like you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody talks about my children, if somebody talks about my husband, if somebody talks about my marriage, heads are going to roll. I will use my platform to handle that. And so that's it. If Jen Altman wants to talk about all of the other things on Monday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, she can. But there are things that if she crosses lines or she allows people to cross lines, talk about my marriage, my husband, and rumors about my children and court things about my kids and stuff like that, that's where it's a different fucking story. That's it. And there will, and listen, good for the glare. He goes, why would you be talking to me about this? And two, he's like, I'm getting to the point where I don't care if you don't talk to me. I don't really care either. Glare is not in my life. He's not my friend, like whatever. I've just gone back and forth with this whole situation with him. I don't want to hate on people or whatever, but like in my life, like I don't care. Anybody who's friends with Jen Altman can't be friends with me. That's where I'm at. And that is a real life practice that extends to the internet. People that are doing that. And openly, by the way, I will admit most of my issues I have with Jen Altman are rooted in Courtney. Courtney doesn't like Jen Altman. And when I was friends with Courtney, Courtney would talk about Jen Altman and all these problems she had with Jen Altman. And Courtney asked me if I could remove Jen Altman as an admin from the Kelsey Fitzsimmons group. And I did it because I was friends with Courtney and I don't really care. And then I saw Jen Altman doing stuff with Aiden, sharing screenshots and shit like that. And I was just like, you're not really a real friend. And Jen Altman believes she is his truest and realest friend, that she talked to him in jail and she's been there from a day one. And she's got this pissing territory shit over Aiden or whatever. Like, I don't really know. I don't really fucking care. I call Jen Altman a cunt all the time because it's funny, and she is. But this whole situation about doing a live stream about me, you can go do it. You can do whatever you want. But if you mention me, my husband, my marriage, or my kids, in that respect to what goes on in my family, I'm cutting people off for good. And believe me, that is not a joke. I will not be watching. Also, word to the besties, do not send me a screenshot, a clip, or anything of that person and what she says or she does. That's it. I would recommend you not watching it either. It's not worth. I don't want people to misinterpret that. Like, don't go and watch it because I don't want you guys to like hear tea. There's a lot. I can tell there's a lot of stuff like local with the Holly McNamara stuff that's getting, because Holly was commenting on that post or whatever. Just, if that happens, I've always said I was going to share the Holly audio anyway from court because I think it's really great. I'm just telling you, like, there's something wrong with the woman. Another woman that looks old, has no life, does weird shit. I bought a muffin at the market. I'm hungry. So weird. So weird, gross, and strange. Runkle is awesome. I watched a couple of things about Runkle back when I didn't know who he was and I got shamed for it. He's funny. Also, the Broken Baker guy, he's funny. But he's in a realm where he's single and you got a lot of like single bunnies in there, like looking at Runkle and being flirty and stuff like that. The paddle thing is wild. I'm not into that. Okay. Alrighty. Are we doing good? Let me. It's Christmas time. All right, besties. This has been a weird Saturday show. Sorry I don't look the best. Sorry I don't sound the best. We're in self-preservation mode. Well, let me just check my phone and see if anybody texted me a question. I'll get that because I actually said go ahead. Hold on. Oh my God. Wait, we have 29 text messages. Estee's in the chat. Hi, Esty. Esty, we moved you out on the Horizon social chart, but I don't know how you feel about it. Somebody's asking me to do a voting poll for the next Bunny After Dark date, an actual voting poll, not in a numbers in the chat. I think everybody wants to skip a week. Somebody texted me and said Brian LTL needs hooked on phonics. Somebody sent me this. It's Brian and Nan. It's amazing. Weirdos. What's for breakfast? I'm coming over. I bought this muffin at the grocery store. I gotta eat it. We're on to lunch. It's 1:00. Hold on. Will you still do 24 and 24 if you don't have Bunny? Yes. So we'll do 24 and 24 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Christmas Eve, because I'll be out in the morning doing things. And I also need to discipline myself to get up early. So we'll do 24 and 24, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 7:30 to 8:30. Okay? Okay. All right. Sorry, it's a weird show. One I will not go back and watch. I can hear people moving around outside the door. Besties, try to have a good day. It's weird for me to say, please come on and watch my show on Saturday and then say, get off the internet. So I don't want to tell you what to do, but maybe we could all just get off the internet for today and for tomorrow. What's going to happen? What's going to happen on the internet that we can't pick up on Monday? You want to check Meredith's X account before we leave, just to see like where we're at. Let's just go see if there's something really crazy that we need to know about. And then will that be enough like to get us through? Like, let's just go see really quick. Something wrong with us. Oh, she did a Spaces last night. That's right. And somebody said she talked about me. I will not listen. I don't care. Oh, there's one thing that we didn't talk about. We have to. I need your take on Higgins. He is clearly on Ozempic. He has lost the weight. What's the thoughts? I have a problem with this. I have a problem. Yes, this is a real pick. Nobody's seen this? You guys haven't seen it? He does drink beer. My take on this is the beer was the first thing. I was like, okay. Second, I think the thing that made him so unattractive before was that face and all of the stuff. And he looks better looking here. Like, I'm not saying like that's my type, but he looks better looking. He's giving Hitler vibes, which I got to give these people credit. They just walk around like everything's okay. He was at some sort of Christmas party. Like, if I was involved in this case or whatever, I would just change my whole life. I would pack up, I would move, I would get out of law enforcement, I wouldn't drink, I'd live off the land. Like, I don't know. I know he's not good looking. I'm just saying he looks better. There was something about that pushed in face and those beady eyes and all of those things. Like, worried about jail, black soul, crazy. Stress has aged him. I think he's on the Ozempic or the Wegovy. I see guys are going for the Wegovy. Okay, let's get the fuck off the internet. Let's go fucking touch snow. Let's have a really great weekend. It's the weekend before Christmas. Unbelievably blessed wherever you are. Listen, if life is hard and you're alone, try to reach out to someone and connect with someone so you're not alone. But if you are alone, just know everybody has been alone at one point on the holidays, myself included, before I had children. And so it'll be okay. You'll get through it. All right. Okay. Merry Christmas. Thanks for the wonderful gifts. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing this. And next time you see or hear from me, it will be on Monday, 24 and 24 at 7:30 in the morning. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to everybody for being here. Bye, besties. Have a good day.